I don't know how long I'm gonna be on tonight, guys. I am not feeling very good.
Oof, buddy.
Big oof.
Are you just feeling sick?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, bud.
hell of a migraine, light sensitive, nausea, just not good.
I've been there before, man. If you need to dip out, you're more than welcome to, man.
Big yikes.
Well, that was kind of why I fell asleep on the couch instead of the bed.
Yeah, I figured.
Was I wasn't feeling very good before I laid down, and I was like, no, I need to at least try to make it tonight.
Like I said, man, do what you can. And if you can't,
Yeah,
you're more than welcome to
Seriously.
dip out.
we ain't gonna blame you for feeling bad.
Sleep important. Rest good.
I mean, I got plenty of sleep.
Rest good.
Shit, I got more sleep today than I do on a normal day of work.
My man.
Ah, mosquito. Fucker.
Ew, how is it still alive?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I missed it though.
Super gross.
Hold on, I'm gonna go grab my bug Nerf gun.
Nasty as fuck. Oh,
Bug Nerf gun?
The Salt Bay?
You heard me right.
What
The
the
Salt
fuck?
I
Blaster?
want one of those.
Is it the Salt Bay Blaster 3000?
No, it's just this purple Nerf gun that I bought to swat bugs.
I could have sworn you were about to say purple nurple.
I mean, I can name it that.
That's
It
what
can
its
be
name is now.
arranged, he's saying.
The purple Nurple.
Fuck.
Hold on. Oh fuck! I have nailed flies with this thing before.
I don't doubt you at all, my friend.
You sound like the kind of guy that's nailed flies.
Yeah.
It's incredibly
I can believe that.
satisfying.
I see you too read that hentai.
What?
I'm just gonna ignore that comment.
Me and Jay Ever
Surpri-
on the same page.
Oh god.
Surprisingly
Hello,
enough,
Dragon.
I have not.
Really?
Yeah.
There's an entire section
Maybe.
on insectoid.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
And
no.
it's gross.
I-
I don't like
refuse.
it either. Yeah,
the closest I've ever gotten to insectoid was reading Monmusu.
Aha, yeah.
Oh no, I know exactly what that is too.
Damn right you do.
Fuck.
Is that Monster Musume?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember reading that when it first came out and no one knew, and I was like, what is this? And then I heard it was going to be an anime, and I was like,
But it's
yeah,
so good.
It is, right?
It's so good.
What a lad.
I don't think I bought it. But I've read all 13 volumes.
What a lad.
And then I read the spin-off series that isn't Monmusu, but it's like a fantasy world thing made by the same mangaka.
Yeah, buddy.
So, how did everyone react to me fighting shirtless?
To what?
He means without his armor.
Oh.
Oh. I'm so lost. I was like,
Yeah.
huh?
The fighter equivalent of shirtless.
Yeah.
Am I a badass or what? I'm just kidding.
I mean, you're
Did some solid
You only
damage.
cried-
Trees.
You only cried for 20 minutes.
I'll have you know.
My nipples were hard the entire time. Just throwing that out there. For anyone who wants to know.
A hug is a D4 worth of piercing damage.
That's what they make spiked armor for. From like, I think that's Sword Coast.
Yeah, the warrior or the freaking dwarf subclass that you can take.
Yeah.
I can't even think about anything other than fucking the Fizbin expansion.
Yeah, it was awesome. A lot of
It
good
was
shit in
so
there, man.
cool.
I'm gonna have some of your Tostitos.
As soon as I get my check for my gas, I'm gonna buy that book.
Even though the only fucking out of all the fucking cool spells they have, only one of them can be learned by a warlock.
Yeah, warlocks aren't well thought of in the spellcasting department.
Nope.
Warlocks don't need spells; they have the power of God and anime on their side.
God and
Fucking
anime.
man. Weird that
Yeah,
they made a
and yet
monk
they don't know how to
subclass though.
properly employ either of them.
True.
They don't know how to use either one of
No,
those powers.
I think hexblades are really good at the anime side of things.
Yeah. I can
Not
agree
necessarily
with
the
that.
god part of that thing, but anime.
No, they're pretty good at making things either just basically be cut in half or just go pop.
Ew, honey mustard Pringles?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Fucking fine, I'll burn them. God.
Yeah,
Yeah, you need
it's
to
a
go.
little bit degenerate, my friend.
Bro, I
Yeah,
went
you
on my
need to go to
chakra and
the
I come
doctor.
back and I see all that chat. I was like, bro, what the hell?
Yeah,
I am
I'm
not
just
burning.
over here trying to get caught up, and I
What
saw
just
that, and
happened?
I'm just like,
Just going on about I'm the only person on this fucking planet who likes honey mustard Pringles.
look, I've already got some nausea. That almost made me throw up in my mouth.
I will make it worse.
Let's not.
Ah, yes, the Battle Rager.
Ah, that's it. I was just looking at that because Mental was choosing a subclass, so I was looking at all the barbarian stuff.
Speaking
Yeah,
of,
Battle Ragers are they're pretty fun. I enjoyed them.
They seem neat.
speaking of some subclasses, I was not expecting to see a new monk subclass
Ascendant
come out of
drag.
yeah. Come out
He's
of
the
new
dragon
thing.
warrior.
Heh.
Yeah, nah, man, you just combine the Dragon Warrior with the freaking. Do they have pandas like as a
No,
race? Damn.
they
No.
don't. They really
Damn
do
it.
need it. That's what I was thinking, though. Where's the Pandaran at,
Do
though?
they have,
Where's
do they
the
have
Jack
bears,
Black
do they have bears
expansion?
as a race, and can we reskin it as a panda?
Technically, no, but we could make one.
Yeah, I was
Hell
about to say, that sounds like a very easily homebrewable thing.
Just reskin the lion people.
Yeah.
I'm trying
The
to
Leonin?
think up an
Yeah.
expansion name that includes Jack Black's name. Jack Black's something else. Jack Black's this and that.
Jack Black's Warriors of Rock.
There's
Yeah.
the bugbear. That's like the closest thing to a bear.
Sure, but you
That
know,
might work, yeah.
yeah, but
They're not exactly
Still,
thematically bears, though.
Honestly,
They're more goblins.
honestly, they look. Yeah,
like when
Those
WoW
are big
released the
monkeys.
Mr. Pandaria thing, they had one of the coolest intros in there.
Yeah.
It's just like a panda. He's just chilling. He's like, "What? Well, who are you guys?" Then he starts kicking the everlong crap out of all of them.
that's like literally the only thing I can remember about World of Warcraft. I never played it, but I remember seeing the Kung Fu Panda expansion.
Pretty
And
much.
then the internet happened.
And then furries, and then, yeah.
Rule 34 is a thing for
Oh.
a reason.
Sammy, I
Yo.
hate you.
I love you, Sam.
I-
I
be a
will
panda.
never
No,
be sorry
I-
for not playing World of Warcraft.
No, it's not. It's got nothing to do with anything you just said.
Is it
Erasicator.
Erasicator?
I loved him for that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I want so badly to be proud of you
I'm proud of him.
because that. Oh man, part of
You
me.
sound like my dad.
Part of me absolutely loves it.
You sound
But
like
the rest of me is just disappointed. You can do better than that.
I know I could, but Erasicator was the only one I could come up with in a comedic window time.
Yeah. I thought it was alright. 7 out of 10, you know?
I hate
It's
it. I hate it so much. I don't
It's-
even know why I hate it, but I do.
Like, stop.
9
But-
times out of 10, I would absolutely love it. This is that 10th time.
Hey, Sammy, I commend
Yo.
you to rice. Rice.
Ugh, just saying
Right.
the word. makes me want to throw
Rise
up.
from your grave.
Okay, that one's.
Now it's
Okay,
over.
yeah, now you should just be ashamed.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no props given.
Yeah, not proud of you for that one.
No props given.
So anyway.
Oh, I gotta fucking open up the game, duh.
I was wondering.
That would be quite a problem, yeah.
You're on the wrong game, my friend, too, Mental.
Well,
He's back at JM's wedding.
dude, I'm fucking out of it, okay?
I don't blame you.
I'm
Yes,
not...
my wedding.
Dude, that was awesome. I love doing that.
Yeah.
Come on, roll 20.
I'm low-key proud of myself.
Yeah, buddy.
And you, of
Time-
course.
Close up every other tab on my computer.
I won't lie. So the entire like session, I ate a corn dog before I like got on and started playing,
Yeah.
and that corn dog was coming back up, like,
Oh, no.
and it wanted to like come out, and the entire time I was like,
Gross.
stay down, stay down.
Resist.
I'm like, it's like, I mean, I'm like, and it helped with the nervousness of the wedding. I'm like, I don't feel so good. I feel clammy, nervous, nauseous. It's either corn dog or I'm getting married.
You had the in real life pre-wedding jitters.
Boink.
Exactly.
It was thematically appropriate. The corn dog was just doing you a favor, honestly.
Right.
Warlock is in the room.
That's right.
Oh, I just punched my microphone.
Fuck that microphone.
What a lad.
Didn't need him anyway.
Sure.
Talking isn't a requirement in D&D, right?
Sure.
You say sure, but I'm sensing that you're not sure. Just a
Sure.
feeling I
Give that away.
God damn it. So previously on the last exciting episode,
Mosquito. Fucking.
there was a mosquito that fucked over Sammy.
No, it's still here. It's just hiding.
I heard it fly by the microphone.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, actually might have. I don't know.
He was just saying hi. Pretty sure I heard him whisper, "Fuck you, Sammy."
Yeah, I don't fucking doubt it.
I heard you were talking shit.
I'm locked and loaded.
Man, I
Make
could
me
never
plus
afford
that
Nerf
air
guns.
Zuka.
How fun are they?
Neither could I. Not as fun as an adult.
Yeah, they're kind of overrated as a grown-up.
Yeah.
What you're saying is I shouldn't buy the Nerf gun 3000 with like a full auto clip.
Okay, now see...
It's a legal move.
The powerful ones.
Yeah,
There are some that are worth
doesn't-
it.
That's
but
different.
not all. Yeah. Standard Nerf gun? No, not really. A high-powered one? There may be some worth in that.
Look, back when I was a kid, either it was a fever dream or it was a real thing, but I saw one that looked like a Gatling gun.
Yeah,
It was called the
are-
Vault.
Yeah, that's
I
the
had it.
2020.
Yeah, those are things.
I used
And
to
I'm
have
not
a
saying I will
2020.
walk down the street shooting at small children with this Nerf gun.
I did with my neighborhood.
Well, that's just a waste of the Nerf gun, then.
One thing that will never get old, even as an adult, is an Air Zuka. Something that I also have.
Isn't that the big thing that like it shoots air? Like air.
Here, you know what? I'll show you. Well, actually,
Oh wait,
I'll let
I
you
may
listen.
know what it is.
Once you hear it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
I think I do. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I use it to knock down cobwebs in the corner of my office.
Pretty good
Goddamn,
use for it.
Sammy with an office.
If you can fill that thing with smoke, when you pop it,
Yeah,
it shoots
and
a
then it
ring
makes
of
smoke rings.
That is literally what I do.
We're not adults, are we?
No.
No, but we're fucking playing D&D.
We're just large children. Like
I barely qualify.
our bodies grew up.
We're
That's
children
about it.
with adult money.
Something like that.
Fair enough.
Let's be honest. In 20 years, you're still gonna act this way, and you know it.
I will.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm still going to play D&D with JM here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Unless I
I'm gonna
die in a
try.
horrible auto accident.
That's correct.
Even then, in hell.
We will attempt to summon you.
I
just
I've only
want-
got like
I just want you
24
guys
more
to
years
stand
left of
like, if
D&D.
you guys ever find out I die, I want you guys to say a couple of words. Like, I hope he's DMing for Satan in hell.
That's right.
Yep. We know.
I have a
We
little
know you will
more
be.
hope for you than, Satan, but, yeah.
Hey, man, I invited Jesus to the table.
Nah, here's the thing. He's Hispanic. He wants to go to hell because it's warmer down there.
It is.
You
No,
gotta-
I
you
would-
gotta have the
I would like
spice
to
thing.
invoke the words of Brennan Lee Mulligan and say that hell is not fire and brimstone. It is a dark forest where your dad opens up his ribcage and asks you to dance.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Very spooky.
I'm good with
Anyways, where were we?
Last
I
time.
believe I was stalling before I had to remember how to do a recap.
Dragon says, remember, JM, you don't even have a heart anymore. Sorry for interrupting.
I believe it. It's good enough.
No, don't worry. My brain is still processing. So last time, on the story of Frostwall, after a fated encounter between our heroes and a northern woman by the name of Ivana and her injured orcish companion Jorik,
That's right.
our heroes set out on the final stretch on their journey to the town of Sorbet. Along this journey, they had another encounter with a northern woman by the Mosquito. Fucking got it.
Hell yeah.
They encountered another northern woman leading a hunting party by the name of Rune, who, after a brief conversation that was made much more tangible thanks to Ezgill's learning of the tongue spell, led them the rest of the way to the town of Sorbet before nightfall. Upon arriving to the town of Sorbet, our heroes were led to the clan matron, known as Yorma, and after casting the tongue spell on her so that everyone could understand her, we were able to learn some more of the circumstances as to the townspeople and why they are currently locked up in a frozen jail cell.
Oh, having to play diplomat sucked.
Yep. And after... excuse me, I burped. And after that conversation, we're led to the cells to have a conversation with the town's leader, Lance Crones. Crones? I can't remember how it's pronounced. Oh, holy shit! I can pop out the chat box. Holy shit!
You
What?
didn't know this?
I didn't know that. Okay. So yeah, we met Lance Krantz and a rather colorful character, that color being red, by the name of Krill Deshawn, who, upon coming to know that we were sent from Gemini, attempted to sort of plan an escape, but we were having none of it. Due to our understanding of these circumstances, that essentially the reason why everyone was locked up was due to one big misunderstanding, our heroes were able to arrange an amicable situation where some of the townspeople would come out and fish for their own food, as they didn't exactly trust the food of the people who had just locked them up.
Yep.
And essentially, afterwards, went to lay down for the night. But unfortunately, after a good couple hours of seemingly restful sleep, our heroes were awoken by the sound of the town being besieged by yetis and bugbears and the like. And after a lengthy, arduous battle, though suffering minimal but very impactful casualties, our heroes emerged victorious.
Rest in peace, two guys on the wall.
Rest in peace,
Fucking
dude
bro
bros on the
dudes.
wall.
Rest in peace of the dude bros.
And in the final lullings of the battle, in the quiet after the besiege had been dealt with, thundering footsteps had made their way to the commotion that our heroes had been engaged in. The form of an enormous frost giant showed itself, and Ashnard, taking the initiative, pointed towards him and inquired in giant, "Friend or foe?" And I believe that is right about where we left off.
Yep.
And I gotta roll my D100.
You too, JM.
I got this.
I mean, the bar is very low, so. And you
Right.
still.
Shit. Wow. Yeah, I only just noticed
Single
that.
one over 50. Ooh, it's gonna be a rough
Oh,
night.
wow.
Fuck, dude.
We all suck tonight.
No kidding.
Should be an interesting game. But yeah, also one
Indeed.
thing, you were able to prevent the bugbears from killing a couple children and people that were in this area.
Mhm.
Also true. We
Thanks
were
to
able to
my
keep
120 feet of dark vision. I was able to see, hey, they're going into the building.
a few clever uses of a light spell and a piece of jerky.
That was
Thank you,
awesome,
good
too.
sir. That was very
Yeah.
delightful.
Very
The
helpful
jerky
for the
lantern is now
folks who
Not
can't see.
that-
favorite staple.
Yep. Jerky light is now pretty.
Warforged, tons of advantages. One of them, not dark vision.
Hey, you're a tiefling, right, Sammy?
I am, yes.
Okay, so you're the only other one that has dark vision. Oh wait,
Yes.
I've got
you're half elf. Yeah, you got it. Okay.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just Facturae.
Everybody else has it. Yeah.
And we were also able to keep Ivana from dying as well.
What a Chad. She stood her ground.
She did. She got a
May
punch
the
in,
Dude
didn't she?
Bros White Claws stay frosty forever.
Indeed.
But
Yeah,
yes,
I get
as,
wrecked for that.
as the giant approaches, Ashnard says his line. And in giant, he replies to you. That all depends on you.
Well, I did just help save the town. I reply back.
Then consider me not your enemy.
That is very good news. You are very large.
You see the woman riding the polar bear rush over to the giant and begins speaking in northern to him. He gets on a knee to kind of get down to her level.
Mhm.
And once again, he's very tall. Like even in your giant form, you barely hit his waist.
Okay, yeah. Just wait till I get huge.
Which is a large
And,
spell.
a quick point of order. I believe I do still have a tongue spell up at the moment from before the battle.
All right. How long does that last?
An hour, I think.
Tongues, yeah, they
Okay.
are.
You're fine then.
Okay.
You can hear the conversation where she's like, Chief, yes, these newcomers have helped us in the battle. I can vouch for them. Meanwhile, in the background, like the old man is getting taken care of because he was basically like really, really hurt. A lot of the warriors that
Oh, yeah.
were fighting alongside you are currently bandaging themselves because they
I
they
kept
they
a
all
lot of
took a
people from
beating.
dying. I was just barely able to keep that guy alive.
Yorick almost died too.
Yep.
But
He got
what a
saved-
lad!
He got saved by his
Fucking
orcish
lucky
fury.
bastard.
Orcish resilience.
Or that, yeah.
But yes, as he nods. Do you speak the northern tongue? And he'll ask you in giant just to clarify.
No, sorry. Just giant.
What's going on out there?
He looks over
Things and
towards.
stuff.
We're measuring. I'm just kidding.
You'll see. Oh my god, I'm blanking really hard. Hold on.
I'm just
Blanking.
kind of.
Blanking. You see Issa. That's her name.
Yeah.
You forgot Issa of all people? How dare?
I know, right? I know, right?
How dare?
Wow. Wow.
I looked at her and was like, adorable.
I'm not infuriated at you at all.
You know what came first in mind? I looked at her, I'm like, adorable, cute, precious, must protect Issa. That's how my thought process went. But anyways,
That's right.
I kind of like slowly step out over this bugbear to see what's going on.
yeah. Well, she'll basically tell it's like, you can go on ahead. I'll take care of everything in here. You take a look to your left. You take a look, and you see down over in this area. That's where most of the thing is happening. And yes, you see the large giant.
I believe you're the big guy we were told to talk to.
Where is he?
Correct.
Like I said, you don't worry about the map anymore. Like I said, this is where combat. We're theater of the mind.
Gotcha.
But he is to the south of you, near where the other buildings are. And you say once again, sorry.
I was just like, so you're the big guy we were told to talk to. I assume.
He looks down at you once again and just goes, I see you have spoken with Yorma.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was hoping to speak with the newcomers in the morning, but it seems we were interrupted.
Yep. Just kind of.
The prisoners thought the first wave of attacks was you guys, but it was these bugbears. Perhaps we should show them that we have worked together to deal with them.
I think it'd be a pretty good point of order to set.
Yeah, sorry guys. I know I was taking kind of like the whole diplomat role last session on this one. I'm not able to do it tonight.
It's
You're
cool,
good, man.
dude.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
We got it.
My head is fucking splitting in half. I
You're good,
don't
bud.
think I'm gonna be able to
We got it.
play.
Yeah, man, dip out if ever you need to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
You can
We
dip
got
out
you.
and listen to the game if you want to, man. Like, you're good.
Yeah. I'll catch you guys later.
Take care of yourself, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, as you propose this, you say, it is still in the middle of the night and pretty cold. Most of these humans cannot stand these type of weather.
Is everything taken care of over in the north? I heard there was noise over there as well.
Yes, a couple of groups down there. We were able to thwart them and drive them off. And he looks over to the bloodbath that's over here, and he goes, I see they had a smaller group attack from the south. They're getting smarter.
That's never good.
However, hopefully, by the time we build our defenses, they should be less inclined to attack.
What
With
if
any
we
luck.
What if we went on the offensive and slaughtered them in their homes?
That seems like a lot of effort for something we don't really know how to do yet.
I don't know. I didn't have to exert too much effort.
Well, I do not know how many forces the Yetis have, nor do I know how many tribes they have under their command. But as far as we know, it's been a stalemate for a while.
And from what I understand, we have no idea where these Yetis are even hiding. Or these other creatures.
some of my scouts have procured some information.
Okay.
Whether or not it is correct, it is not been verified. However, I do know that this is only a small portion of their force.
Oh
The
boy.
majority of my force was located to the north, and a couple of warriors I stationed up here. So, do not think you... I encourage your bravery, but it might be foolhardy to think you can wipe them all out.
Fair enough. I was simply inquiring.
I would argue that there are more pressing matters at hand. Like the townspeople, for instance.
Yes, I've been trying my best to keep them safe from both antagonizing my people and from themselves. A lot of them have been getting antsy.
I would imagine so. That Krill individual was rather worrying to me.
Hopefully, with you a lot. Where are you from?
I'm from Libra.
Yeah, we're
Well,
from a guild in Libra, and we were
yeah.
assigned.
What is a guild?
It's like a
Organization.
like a collection of sellswords, individuals who will accept
What does
payment.
a sword do?
It's kind of like a person hunter.
Ha.
We get paid to do tasks for the guild.
Yeah.
Mercenary work.
I think I understand the concept. Alright. And you are not from the area?
No, we're not.
Nope.
Do you represent which is the word? The locals.
Of this town?
Politically, no.
Of this land.
No, we're not politicians. We were mostly sent here to see the situation.
Scout.
I see.
Figure out the facts and whatnot.
And as you return, are you sending more men to die?
Not if we can help it.
We're going to explain the situation, for sure. But what our leaders do is entirely outside of our hands. We just have to present them with the facts, and hopefully they make the right choices.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Well, I will say that as a representative of the peoples of the North, we do not want war.
We understand.
Yeah. We realize there's been a giant misunderstanding on that front.
The leader of the town that is currently locked up, he seems to have a
He's actually in our house,
comprehension.
I thought.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but he everyone else is in cells.
Yeah.
He seems to have a reasonable grasp on the situation.
I see.
Or at least open to,
He has an open mind.
yeah, open to change and whatnot.
Well then, if he is the chieftain of this village, and he can speak with your other chiefs,
He could.
Uh-huh.
then I would find it wise for you to take that man back to your other chiefs. and explain the situation, as you say.
That we can do. Hopefully, you guys can
Couldn't agree more.
survive till then.
We shall be fine. It's been rough in the beginning, but we are starting to slowly make gains.
I was hoping we would be able to settle relations between the townspeople. At first, at least.
Yeah, before
I
we leave.
don't think those townspeople will be comfortable. Not for a while. These people have suffered, both by the hands of the Forstuka tribes and by our hands as well.
Yes.
That's understandable. But as long as we can at least get them fed and perhaps a bit more aware of the situation.
Yes, indeed.
From my
And we are in
understanding,
agreement.
communication has
I
been
will
an
say,
issue.
however, that I highly suggest not marching your people southward. Not at this time.
Logistically, there's pretty much no way that we can.
Yeah.
Then, as a show of good faith, I will protect them.
It is greatly appreciated.
I hate leaving people behind. I've left a village behind before.
Yeah.
I understand.
But I realize it is outside of my hands. And who better than a fellow giant to keep them safe?
You shrink down, by the way.
As I'm saying this, let's say.
It's been a minute.
Can we say?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I shrink
For,
down.
for
Yeah.
thematic purposes.
Ooh. Oof.
Looks down at you.
Oh, hi.
Well, an insight.
Okay. I have advantage on those at least.
Wait, do I not have dice lag when the windows popped out?
What? I call impossible.
I'm not I'm not gonna hope that's the case, but I'm gonna hope that it's the case.
You see him trying to hide a chuckle.
I definitely kind of go like,
He's trying to be respectful for you, but that he did find that extremely funny.
I go big again.
gotta keep up the facade.
That's already been proven.
I'm sorry, you're trying to prove something.
No, I just lost concentration, sorry.
Very well. We can continue speaking on this now, or continue this in the morning when the sun rises.
I think we are all very well due for a rest tonight.
Yes, I think your warriors would appreciate a good sleep as well.
I shall see which warriors will take up their posts, and he'll stand up and walk across the village in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
We've also got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
Issa?
Yeah.
Uh,
She'll come outside.
you ready for a journey, back home, I suppose, with the chief?
Oh,
Didn't we have something else to do?
The food, like getting them all to do their fishing.
Yeah.
But I assume after that we're headed back to as quick as we can.
Probably, yeah.
that would probably be for the best.
Yeah, we honestly need to get there and back as soon as humanly possible.
And I've got hopefully a decent idea on a way to alleviate the communication issues between the people.
Well, that should be good.
Yep.
So what's the plan? I really wasn't paying attention. You guys were speaking. I heard like what you were saying, but not much else.
Well, I believe the plan so far is do the fishing thing, and then bring the leader of the town back to talk to the people who sent us. Whose names I cannot remember at the moment.
The people who sent us, you said?
Yeah.
That'd be Connor and Colin Airmac.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking read my notes.
Alrighty. Well, I think we should go ahead and go get some rest. We were in the middle of bedtime.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Big agree.
Very.
All right, Zeldos, you can come on back now.
You really think? Okay, I'm coming down. See, flies down.
Nope. Got mouse. Point.
Meanwhile, Robot Man, what have you been doing this entire time?
He mostly came up to where the other people were doing. Tried to follow along and mostly failed because I speak none of those languages.
I bet you're following one person's conversation, so you're in the same boat as Issa.
Yep, absolutely. I
Indeed.
got one point of view from there.
I'll go ahead and fill him in on what happened.
And I'll cast a light spell on a copper since I'm pretty sure Zeldos ate the jerky I gave him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
have no idea how hard it was. I was flying with that thing for like a minute in my mouth.
You did really good, buddy.
Next
Alrighty.
time I'll just have you do it on my hammer.
He basically crawls back into your neck, and immediately you feel how cold he is. Yep. This is what you get.
This is cold hands.
A little tiny claws, like digging. Alright, well, let's go back inside. And
Sleep.
head back into the building you were sleeping in, the former inn,
Yeah.
Indeedy.
and we can go ahead and take a long rest.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Spell slots.
What are spell slots? I say.
Nothing to worry your pretty fighter head about.
Can I beat it with a hammer? I'm just kidding.
Unlikely.
Can I eat it?
No.
Is it tasty?
Unless you got create food somewhere.
I can't say I've ever tried. Taste. Just shoots an eldritch blast into my mouth.
That ain't no spell slot.
Oof.
No, it's not.
Is it anything similar to a rune
don't know.
slot?
I don't know. It's weird. I get this weird metallic taste in my mouth whenever I cast a tongue spell. It's maybe like an allergic reaction.
Oh, God.
But yes, as you take a long rest, and eventually you wake up in the morning, fully rested. Ashnard, you're able to put back your armor.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little chilly, but luckily the fire has kept the temperature in the low 40s. So comfortable.
I wish the fire rune gave me fire resistance.
Sad times.
Rip.
I am not sad. I just found the tree that's clipping beneath the robe. I didn't see it last time. I was avoiding it.
Stop
I found
looking at it.
now. I didn't even remember until I saw
You
it.
think that's bad?
Ooh, I get expertise
Oh.
I get expertise on tools though, with the fire rune.
Heck yeah.
Dope.
All right. So
You think that's bad?
Well, off to see Ulfric then.
Maybe the
yes, Need to get them out fishing so they can get some food, and then further coordinate with the giant, I suppose.
You guys hear a commotion downstairs.
I run downstairs.
Oh, what?
And as you go downstairs, immediately the first thing that hits you is a delicious smell.
What is that?
And as you finally get down there, you see Issa in the kitchen, and she's currently making pancakes.
Oh dear.
I'm just drooling.
Morning, guys. And you see like the 10 people that were selected are just wolfing these down.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've been hungry for a while, and this is godsend. And here's the only one of them has like tears in their eyes.
You know, Mama Ashnard used to make me pancakes in the morning. All the time.
We didn't get them often, but Arya would used to make some really killer pancakes.
Pancake is a staple for a lot of cuisine. A
Arya?
lot of people can afford to make bread every morning, so pancakes is the next best thing. And she'll load up some plates for you guys. And then she'll load up a plate for Facturae. And then it goes,
I'll
Not needed.
look Facturae dead in the eye and then grab his helping him plant pancakes.
All yours.
I figured. Thank you.
Does Seldos eat pancakes?
he's already He's already stolen one of yours.
Yep, figures. Okay. Didn't even give me time to put butter on it.
There is no butter, sadly.
Oh, shit, that's right. We're in a tundra.
However, there is maple syrup.
That's fine.
And they taste a little bit sweeter. She's like, I added a little bit of sugar just to give it a little bit more flavor.
Man. That's really good.
Yes, it is warm. That's the big thing. It's a warm breakfast. Completely just like gets you to relax. And as everyone's finishing up their foods, she takes her own plate and eats pretty quickly. And you see the current village leader finishing up his plate and taking his companions' plates and putting them on in like a kitchen area where they wash dishes. And he goes, so who's going to take us to the ocean, the ice?
Well, I believe you'll probably want to speak to Yorma first. She'll probably be able to... Oh, that's right. I need to spell. First of all, I kind of like described to him the little plan we made up with the chief about taking him back.
It is a good plan, and I would be the best one to send, but I would feel terrible leaving behind my people. They are currently in a very fragile state. If I disappear, I mean, it could spell disaster. Someone might act stupid.
Yes.
Someone.
Can't imagine who.
There are many more like him than you think. The good thing about the fact that we're kept up and separated is the fact that these people can't talk to each other. I know there are some who are as bold as him, but not as brave or stupid.
Well,
I mean, well, maybe. Hold on. He puts his hand under his chin and starts pacing kind of by the fireplace. She could go in my stead.
Your
she?
Your daughter?
Oh, no. No. I don't have a daughter.
Ah, sorry. I was thinking of, like, next in line, so to speak.
she?
Penny. She can go in my stead. she's actually pretty well known in the other cities and towns due to the fact that she runs the inn here. She deals a lot in trade and in getting supplies up here.
Ah, so she's like another familiar face that can speak for the town, so to speak.
Yes, one that at least most people would know, and then be able to get the proper introductions and be a representative for the village.
Very well.
Well, that seems like a fine idea.
Yes, if we send Penny in my stead, that might be the better idea, and I can keep discourse at a minimum.
Oh, yes. Speaking of Krill, he is vulnerable to the Wendigo spirits if he keeps acting this way.
Indeed.
The only thing I can suggest is possibly... I don't know. Maybe... he just kind of sits there. He doesn't seem like he's trying to find a solution, but every time he comes up with something, he immediately dashes it himself.
We could take him on the fishing trip.
I don't know.
I mean, as long as we have somebody watching him, I'm sure if he could relate a little bit with the other villagers.
What if we showed him the bugbears that we killed last night? Those were the ones that originally attacked you.
True.
Maybe we can get some rationality in his head.
I don't know. It's worth a try, and I'm willing to try, but
He needs it
I am
desperately.
fearful that he's going to go
His
death
mind
before
is
dishonor.
clouded by rage, so to speak.
Yes,
And
but
yes, I would also feel terrible if someone were to get hurt because of him.
True.
Where he's located right now, he cannot harm anyone, and if we are able to send aid and have someone at least come to this village to maybe assess the situation, or even someone who's more knowledgeable about things like spirits and possession, we could help him more in that sense.
I hope, because as it stands, he's dangerously close to being taken over.
Yorma would know something, wouldn't she?
I have to assume.
Well, if she did, she hasn't done anything about it.
Well, she hasn't been able to communicate very well until just yesterday, but...
Very true.
You can ask her if she knows how to remove spirits of that sense.
Maybe. So should we go see Yorma first, then?
Sounds good to me.
Oh,
We'll wait.
yeah.
We'll wait here until whatever escort they send for us takes us to the fishing grounds.
Very well.
Mm-hmm.
He says, like, I'm just gonna finish up cleaning the dishes, but I'll be with these guys for a bit.
Okay.
No problem.
See you in a bit.
You guys head out of the inn and
Yep.
begin heading over towards the tent where you remember Yorma being in. And once you're awake, you see a lot of people kind of milling about. A lot of people heading towards the south area where they are continuing to build construction on this ice wall. And
Frost.
you do see Yorick attempting to go as well, but Yvonne is basically like standing in front of the doorway, telling him to get some rest. Well, like I said, you got here, but you can assume by their body language.
Would Smith's tools help with their construction?
Maybe yes, maybe you might have some items that might help in something like that, but the thing you might be looking for might be carpentry tools, like things to get things into shape.
Yeah.
Smith's tools are more like banging stuff together, I think.
Yeah, I figured.
Not fair enough. They do seem to be making headway.
Okay.
Like I said, it
Let's
is this wall does stretch like all the way towards the ocean.
You know, I'll go
On this-
I'll go inquire. Like, I'll go ask them if they need somebody handy with tools to go help them speed it along.
So you head over to where the people are working.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
you see,
I'll
like
go to York since he speaks my language, a language. The rest of them
you
probably
see
don't.
Yorick basically is like, "Konta, no moken,"
I,
and
I speak Orcish.
no, he's speaking Northerner too.
Okay.
Like the Northern girl, and he looks up. Oh, Ren Ashnard.
Hey,
How's it
buddy.
going?"
Glad to see you're alive and well.
Yep, a little sore, but I could work. He says, looking down at Ivana.
If mommy gives you her permission.
I'll go ahead and cast the tongue spell again, because why not?
To yourself, or
Yeah, to myself.
you cast tongues, and you just hear like, "They stunted about the." It's like, "You almost died yesterday.
She
Get some
does.
rest."
She does have a point.
Yeah.
You nearly bit it out there.
But I was going to see if you knew if they could use any help. I'm very handy with any tool set, really.
I mean, if you're gonna be staying here for a sec, I mean, they would appreciate the help. I mean, I would go help, and he looks again down again, and they get into a small argument. I mean, yeah, if you're good with your hands, you're more welcome to head over there. Just take your friend there that can speak any language and
Yep.
explain the situation, and they'll be able to tell you kind of what you'll be doing.
Yeah. Put me to work for the day, pretty much.
All right. I guess I'll be listening to my nurse.
The best thing you can do to protect your people is to keep yourself healthy.
I'm healthy enough as it is.
Yeah, I did your healing. You're not.
Don't worry,
I
friend.
don't like you.
Don't worry, friend. You'll be up and at 'em before long. I know it.
He resigns himself to defeat and goes back inside. You see Ivana turn around and go ahead and close the door.
All right.
So, I just need you to set me up working with my smith's tools, maybe forging some iron for them.
Sure. I mean, I can help you translate.
Yeah, anything I can do to help speed their processes along for the day.
Go for it.
And then come get me when you decide to speak with the giant.
All right. So you're gonna wait. So you want to go off and ask people if they need help? I'll just help you translate then.
Yeah, I want to help them build
All right.
their defenses.
All right. As you head over to this area where these people are working, you're noticing like a very strange form of construction.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that they're packing snow into this like almost like a wooden block.
Yeah.
And then they're holding this wooden block over they have like a line of maybe like 10 fires. And they wait for all the snow to melt, and then they take the block off the fire and wait for maybe a couple minutes, and you see that the block, because of just how cold it is, turns to ice.
Mm-hmm.
And then they take these ice blocks over towards the wall, where you see that they place the ice blocks and then they pack snow around it.
Very neat. Strange. Well, shall we?
Go on it. It's your show, mate.
I don't, the talky talk.
You see a gentleman carrying like a group of 10 blocks over towards the construction area.
Just say
And,
what you
it's
want and I'll
passing by you.
translate for you.
Hello. I wave vigorously.
Return, hearing words.
I'll wave him over, or I'll go up to him.
He looks over. Seems to be like a young man, probably maybe in his early 20s. Decent sized beard, kind of blackish hair. And he looks at you.
I look to
Uh,
Ezgill. Oh, go ahead.
Can I help you? And that's what you hear. He's go.
I'll just essentially be the translating medium. You guys say what you say.
All right. I'm very good with my hands. Iron, steel, what have you.
What is iron?
Bronze. I
What
look
is
at him.
steel? What is bronze?
Oh dear.
Might be a bit lost here, bud.
I'm very good with my hands. I make things. Let's
You
just
wish
say.
to help.
Yes.
Are you strong or are you dexterous?
Strong lad.
Then you can help drag these, and he points to like his little sled from where the ice makers are heading to the wall, and he points to like probably like I said, 200 feet away where the wall is being made.
Easily done. I can push drag or lift 210.
All right. He points over to a spare like sled that they have, and just says, "Wait till they load up 10, and then run over here, unload onto the ground, and then come back."
Actually, 2,160. Push drag or lift.
Like I said, he gives you an instruction. Basically,
Yep.
you're gonna be a runner,
I'll do exactly that.
and yeah, he basically takes you over to the sled, sets you up, walks over to the people, and he's gonna be helping, like, and basically you're giving your instructions, and then he gets back on his sled and starts running.
Okay. Sounds good. Alright. Come get me when you're ready for
All right.
the giant.
All right. And
See you, buddy.
suppose me and Facturae will make our way over to
I'll give him a fist bump as he
Yorma.
leaves.
Day and Bros.
That's right.
Alrighty. And as you and Facturae start walking away and heading towards where Yorma's tent is, Saldos pops his head out. Man, he literally dumped everything off to you.
Yeah, he did. That's fine.
Do you think he's get antsy when like he's not working?
You know, it may be like a nervous tick thing or like an anxiety thing. I don't know.
Oof.
Achoo!
Maybe it's good that the town no longer exists. I would hate for him to be our leading noble.
Just to clarify, I can't hear Saldos,
Wow.
right?
No, you cannot.
Yeah.
That's-
Okay, that's what I
As
thought.
Ezgill is talking to himself.
That was so rude. I feel personally
Perfect.
attacked.
His opinion, man.
I will gladly remember only half of this conversation.
Anyway, at least he has healthy coping mechanisms.
Looks over, shy, healthy, and eventually you reach Yorma's tent.
Hello, Yorma.
You see the old woman open the tent flap and look at you.
Duk, 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 duk.
Hello.
morning. Hey,
How may I help you today, young man?
I was hoping to discuss when the escort would come for the fishing party, and also potentially some other things I would like to talk to you about.
Oh yes, I did hear. Some of your original escorts did not make it through the night.
Oh,
Yes. One of the lads that was with you died.
right.
And
Yep.
the other one was like severely injured.
Mm-hmm.
They will be surely missed.
It is a shame. I knew their fathers. But I shall be able to send a couple more to take over the escorting job.
Well, that's good. That's task 1 out of the way. Anyway, one thing I was hoping to ask you is, do you have any paper or something in which I could use to take some notes?
What is paper?
Perhaps like a drawing surface, something that I could just write on.
She'll look around, then she'll head back inside, and comes back with this large piece of what appears to be. At first, you think it's canvas, but it's like a pelt. And she unfurls it, and then hands you a piece of charcoal.
I suppose this will do. I was hoping for a few pages, but this will work. And essentially, what I do is I take the charcoal and I write down a bunch of words in common, and I'm gonna go ahead and post it in the chat since I have it on a notepad.
Alrighty.
And I am hoping to perhaps have Yorma translate these few important words into a Northern to Common cheat sheet.
Nice.
All right.
Who, what, when, where, and why?
I'm hoping this could perhaps somewhat bridge the communication divide we have between our people.
I see. I have no idea what these squiggles are.
Oh, here, I'll read them out to you, and I'll read one out, and you tell me what it would be written as, and how it would be pronounced in Northern.
All right. And as you pronounce the first one, yes. What is yes?
Agree, like affirm, or yes.
Oh,
Most
then
important
it is.
place, and you made bathroom on it.
Then
Yeah.
it is yes.
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 Okay. All right. Could you write that out for me?
Yeah.
As well?
What is writing?
Oh god.
Oh, Northern doesn't have a written language. Okay. That should still be fine.
Only
I'll
slight
just-
What
problem.
is this
I'll ju-
next word?
I'll just kind of write down for each word. I'll just write down a comma, a sort of general pronunciation for the sound.
Right. Like I said, it sounds like yes.
Right. No, as in like
What is
disagree.
Oh, the word for that would be no.
Okay.
Yes, universals of all languages. No.
Yep. Are there any others that you do not know?
Well, what's the next one? No, like she can't read, so she,
All right. Yeah.
Bad.
Bad.
Everyone, buddy.
the next one. The next one would be good.
Oh,
I was
good.
like, you wrote
Right,
good.
I did.
What is good?
Well, good is like nice. Kind of like yes, but a general term.
Could you use it
Correct
in
manner.
a phrase?
Yes. Pancakes are good.
What are pancakes?
Ah, shit. See. Steamed fish are good. Or roasted
I know
fish.
but what is steam?
It's like the gas you get after you boil water.
Oh, okay. So, good as in, and she rubs her belly like,
Yeah, sort of like that.
oh, then the word for that is good.
It's more like a feeling.
Mm-hmm. The
All
word
right.
for good is good.
All right. Good enough. And This one here is bad.
What is bad?
It's kind of also like a feeling like good, but the opposite.
Ah, so bleh.
Evil sort of, I guess.
Well, she go like makes the face like. Bleh.
Yeah, pretty much.
The word for bad is bad.
All right. So far simple.
Quick question: is he hearing these not differently because he has tongues cast?
Make an insight check.
Oh dear.
You mean she can't?
Hold on. Very important question that we didn't ask in the first place.
I mean, I thought it. Whatever. I thought it went without saying.
Oh, I expanded the page and it won't let me roll it from there. That's dumb. Give me 1 second.
You fucking.
My shit glitched. You may have been playing it, buddy.
He absolutely was. But thankfully you are here.
I started to question it after the first few. I'm like, something's not adding up here. Because I'm like, I swear this isn't how he was pronouncing it the first time we heard it.
That is good.
Uh,
I'm glad you're here to catch that.
For some reason, my shit is not popping up. I don't know why. I'm now very lost. It won't open my character page. What
Try
happened?
refreshing and then doing that.
Yeah, I guess I have to.
My connection
lame.
is being interrupted, apparently. Oh, shit.
You done
Love
fucked up,
having shit
Ron?
internet.
So here's how I thought the tongue spell kind of works. I thought I still heard the language in the language, but my brain just magically was able to understand the meaning.
No. For you, it just sounds like they're
I'm
speaking.
just hearing my language.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, then that's going to answer my question. Whether I realize it or not is the question. Oh, you fucking circle of death. Oh, just never mind. That's not shit. Insight, you said?
Yeah.
Please pass this.
I mean, you're thinking it's like, okay, like, because for what you're hearing Ezgill like do his thing, but then you see her and she is replying in her language, and you're hearing like, and then you hear Ezgill like, oh okay, and then like write it down. So you're like, I think it's working.
So,
But then you see me write the word.
Yeah.
Then you hear her say
Yeah.
what she thinks the word good is. Then you just see me write down the word good again.
Well, here's the thing. Even like when you speak, everyone understands you.
Yeah.
Right.
The reason she's asking for clarification is just to like, in what context are these words?
Right.
To give you the proper word. But anyways, as you get to the next phrase, it's like, this one's a long one.
Oh, it's more. It's a question. More. It's a few words.
What does it say?
What is your name?
Okay. And you say question.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be said as, what is your name? You don't need to roll an insight. You just you realize like something's wrong here.
Wait. Facturae, did you hear that right? You didn't hear that how I just heard that, did you?
I can't understand a word she says.
Great. Do you know what it is? Could you perhaps pronounce what it is she just said for me?
Yeah, let's do that. What did I actually hear, Jam?
You heard. Konosh dovat tanake.
Okay.
Okay. Yarma, could we perhaps go through the last handful of words real quick? And then I'll have Facturae, could you assist me in this?
Jam, that was a jerk move, buddy.
I respect the hustle.
I do too. I'm so glad that I actually caught on before we went through the entire list.
Well, so I didn't want to hit what is your name that like the question mark. Well, like wait a minute.
Trying to
meanwhile,
make it.
meanwhile, you
I'm-
look
Yes,
over and
good
like
and bad.
I'm
Once I
here
realized,
trying to
like,
make
all those
a
were the
high.
same, I was like, hold up.
I'm sitting
Also
here
like-
trying to
also
write
like
down
that,
a high school Spanish worksheet.
also like the Sammy's thing changed to freaking the cat girl from like don't mess with me.
Oh yeah, I love Nagatoro-san.
Oh, it's so good. But anyways, like I was like, you look over and you see Ezgill's notes are like yes, but then you see the next word like next to yes, but like written is like yas, no, new, and you. Like thinking it's like different. It's like good. It's like GUD, bad, BED. What is your name? And then it's like, wait a
And-
minute.
I'm just sitting here like, oh, they must have just never said these words to me before now.
And when he was actually saying them back, I'm like, okay, yes and no, sure. And then I went good and bad. And I'm like, something's not
Hold
right.
up.
that shouldn't match up.
All right.
As,
so-
as you go back, basically, you
Ugh.
start getting the right. I'm literally not gonna make a full
yeah.
fake language.
I'm
Why not?
so glad I caught that
You mean
before.
you
Yes.
don't want me to make a high school worksheet for Northern speak?
You're ruining my immersion, James. Just kidding.
I could just make this
Um,
Spanish, all right?
Yo quiero el baño.
Yo quiero el baño. Mágica.
I could
¿Qué
speak
es
Northern
tu
and I didn't even
nombre?
know it.
Mi nombre es.
Hey,
Ayúdame.
must be good and better than I
Medicina.
thought. Oh shit. My sleeping bag is.
Peligro. En
Fuck.
pase. Amigo. Enemigo.
Is that enemy?
Enemigo? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know
Yes.
that.
Pelear. Correr. Baño. ¿Quién? ¿Qué? ¿Dónde? ¿Cuándo? ¿Y por qué? You know
So
what?
we
Northern
are-
is just Spanish. Congratulations.
I fucking knew it.
I really wanted to keep it like in like kind of like a northern Swedish sounding language, but now it's Spanish.
Now it's the Spanish, the language you can actually speak, and get me to write down now.
You don't have to write it down. You're good.
Okay. So
Well, it seemed like you know
I'm-
the very
I'm
small
just glad I
basics.
caught what the fucking stupid Jam was putting down.
we have completed our first assignment in Spanish 1.
However, this would be a great way to teach like kids how to speak a different language.
That is precisely the point. This I was hoping to help perhaps copy down and teach to some of the people who are locked up currently.
I will say
Especially
it's
to
gonna take
Lance.
longer because like it's one thing like memorizing, but then like there's inflection, there's
Oh,
there's
right.
the sentence phrasing, there's like, all right, which word goes where when you're putting it in a sentence.
That is why I mostly stuck to just general words.
Yes, like I said, if you wanted to study for like 3 months here to try to get the language, you would get like basic Northern.
I just wanted to make sure that they were left with some.
Tongues
Some
is
small
helping you. It
bridge.
would have normally taken you a year to learn the language, but Tongues is going to help you a lot.
Oh yeah.
But with that said, basically,
We have a
Uh,
cheat sheet.
you have a small cheat sheet. All right, now you have this
Also,
big canvas
partially,
with a bunch of
fuck you,
words on it.
Jam, for trying to pull that.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna need some place to copy this down. Perhaps more of this canvas, parchment, or maybe
She looks. She goes. That's the only blanket I have.
oh. Here. How about some wood boards or something along those lines?
Wood is too valuable to rub with charcoal.
Maybe we could write it down on every wall on every building in the entire town.
I have a used scroll that you could probably write on the back of.
That would
But I'm
be
not there.
incredibly helpful if you were here. Let's see. Does Facturae, you don't have any sort of writing material, do you?
Nope.
Wonderful.
You're wrecked.
I checked first thing when you were asking me.
Man, who would have thought that the one thing we needed was paper?
Yeah, no, that would huh.
Well, I mean, we are technically in a normal town. I mean, maybe the inn has some paper.
Just skin
I
settle
suppose
those.
we could look. I suppose we could look around. I just figured we'd check with the people first.
Probably find some hide to write it on.
Well,
Ulfric might even know.
in all fairness, the people here are not the people.
That is true.
Just start walking into random homes and see what you find.
I feel maybe we should talk to Penny or Lance first.
I mean, high percentage is the person that used to own that home is dead now.
Let's try the inn first.
What, too morbid?
A little bit.
I'm trying to work on my material. Dark humor.
Work on it a little longer.
All right. Just you're back in his little hole. But yeah, you head back to the inn.
Yeah. I'll see if I.
You see, as you walk in, you see Issa currently putting away dishes after she's dried them.
Hey,
And,
Isa.
Hey, how's it going?
Fine. Have you taken a look around this place much yet? As of yet?
I had a little bit of a look around as I was kind of searching for like things. I mean, I found the cellar and I found a good stash of food down there. I mean,
Did you happen to find anything like paper or some sort of writing material?
My backpack would be in the building. In my room.
as a matter of fact, I did.
Oh.
She has a ledger here, and she'll pull a book, an ink quill, and some ink. Though, and she holds the quill. It's frozen into the inkwell.
I'll just set it by the fire for a little bit.
What you need it there for, bud?
I am going to attempt to bridge the communication gap a little bit here. And I just start, and once the inkwell is slightly thawed out,
Why are those crossed out?
that's nothing. Don't worry about it. Had a little bit of a
secrets.
it was just a bit of a confusion in forms of anyway, and I'll just go ahead and copy down the little cheat sheet we made with Yorma's blanket, which I will,
All right.
once finished, return to her.
How is your handwriting?
I mean, my dexterity isn't bad, so I mean, do you want me to roll for
Are you
it?
proficient with like calligraphy?
No.
No, let's just go ahead and put this on a dex check.
All right. Bonk.
You actually have decent handwriting.
All right, cool.
I mean,
We'll keep that as a canon for now. You have decent handwriting.
in real
Yeah,
life,
okay, Henry. Cool.
my body is dexterous, but I have shitty handwriting still.
I have incredibly terrible handwriting in real life.
I would second
I
just about
broke
all
both
of those
I
things.
broke both my hands. They're not steady when I write.
I am so sorry.
So when people are like, it's like we have to match these signatures perfectly to it. I'm like, oh boy.
So
What
has the
bullet?
fishing team been escorted out yet, or no?
No, there's remember Yorma like you basically left Yorma and she hasn't left her,
Oh, right.
her little house.
In that case, I'm going
But
to.
it's been a while because you did take time to like come back and start writing things down. So I'll say like
Yeah.
as you're finishing up, two large burly men come inside, and
Right.
one of them will say, looks over to the other 10 men who are currently like bundled up, getting ready to leave whenever. He looks over to you. You the newcomers with people?
Yeah. Hold on, just one moment, please, and I'm gonna just quickly make some copies of the cheat sheet as well, and a page out to each of the members of the fishing team.
Okay. How barely we're talking? We're like one level less than a JoJo character.
Nice. So, 3/4 of an Ashnard.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I want you guys to each make sure not to lose this. This is going to help you keep sort of in contact with your
One of them raises their
northern
hand
mates.
sheepishly.
Yes,
You can't read, can you?
I can't read.
Yeah.
Yes.
that is fine. Just ask one of your friends to help you. That is fine.
Yeah, I passed the second grade. I got this.
That's your high fantasy education at work.
Anyway, just make sure you keep those close. If you need to talk to in northern, make sure you take a look at that.
Question:
Yes.
how do we know what they're saying?
You won't. It's mostly for if you need to communicate with them.
I see. And you actually see the village leader, Lance, come over and go like, the really important ones are this one, help, and danger.
That is correct.
So memorize these two, and we should be fine. Maybe medicine. Okay.
Medicine.
Okay.
Is-
Help, danger, and enemy are the most important ones to learn.
Yeah, friend, enemy, all that. Friend, enemy.
One or two of you should remember yes and no.
Yep.
We can try a little bit better once we. Can you come with us? Well, remember, we still need to have the Northerners teach us how they do their fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. We got to get Ashnard first, though. Which I'm not sure how far away he is from the inn.
It's not too far. Like I said, you guys can see the wall from where you guys are at.
All right.
So, Lisa grabs her jacket and swings it on. The rest of you head on out.
I'll go ahead and hand a sheet as well to Issa and Facturae. And make another one for Ashnard.
All right, another 3 minutes go by as you copy.
Okay.
And the two burly guys were ready to go.
I will also hold on to the ledger and the Quillen ink.
Mm-hmm. You stopper the ink and put the quill to the side. Issa looks as you're leaving, and she'll go back to the little counter and go to where apparently there's a cash register, and she opens it up and puts a couple silver inside.
Smart. Thank you, Issa.
You know, at least they can't claim we're looting.
Good point. All right, let's go get Ashnard.
All right, and she'll follow you guys. The rest of the party also follows you, the 10 people. And as you start walking towards the wall, the two burly guys are, bud, the ocean's that way.
We're just grabbing our friend real quick. He decided to help out with the wall for a bit.
Meanwhile, back at the wall, Ashnard, this is rough work.
Mm-hmm.
You're using some muscles that you've never used before. Like, you're pretty athletic, but like this is like some, ooh, this is a workout. And you're starting to feel the burn. Not tired. You're like, ooh, man, doing this every day.
Oh, damn.
It'll be rough. But you've been able to help production up immensely. at this point, like you've probably got another maybe 50 feet of wall done today.
Hell yeah. Solid
And,
work.
Yeah, solid work. And eventually you see your companions coming over. You worked up a sweat.
Ashnard,
Oh, yes.
I have paper for you.
Paper?
Yes, it is very important.
Is it anything similar to paper view?
So no, but I mean it's paper and you can view it. So
Oh, well,
Yeah.
close enough. I'll teach you about such things later in your years.
Here's your paper, and you now have a cheat sheet.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 21.
Oh dear, I thought you were like 15.
No,
I thought you were like, my kid brother.
I get that a lot though. Nope, I am 21. Anyway, we are just about to head out to go fishing, and wanted to grab you since we needed the protection.
Oh yes. Cowabunga it is. I waved to all my new workmates.
Anyway, fucker.
All right, they like wave back and they they seem to be grateful. And you actually hear something that's like, "Thanks for the work, big guy. Yeah, we made a lot of progress."
I give them a salute.
They say thank you.
Yep.
You didn't know what they said, Ashnard, but you recognize gratitude.
Yeah, just give them a salute.
And they continue working as you guys walk away, and you guys start heading up. And Lance kind of sighs over to you. He's like, "So yeah, we just need them to give us the basics, and I think we'll be able to handle. Most of us have fished before, but it's just we might need to know what could be dangerous and what could be, and what not to do is the big important thing."
Well,
Yes, quite.
whatever happens, you'll have the protection.
He'll nod. And eventually you make your way across the town, eventually hit the side of what you know is the ocean, because you can hear like this weird rushing under the ice.
Mm.
And as you start walking, immediately you start kind of feeling there's snow piled on top of here, but you do feel like if you get like pretty low in there, like you feel that ice that's starting to build up.
It's not
But,
like thin snow where if you step on it, you just slip immediately.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad. It's been snowing a lot recently, and lucky for you, when I rolled my weather, it was clear day. So
Sick.
Good. That's the only time we'll see that in 2 sessions.
right. And you eventually get over, and you do see like groups of people all kind of spaced out by like 50 feet, all like sitting around in like circles. And eventually you approach one of them, and you see them sitting like with these long strings, like dipping into the water. One of them is like maneuvering left and right in the like next to the hole. And you hear, this is where how we fish, and points down, and you see one of them with a simple fishing rod with like string, currently reeling in what appears to be a very small fish on the end, and puts it in what appears to be a box. And inside the box, you actually see like seawater. And you see a couple other fish in there. And in the other side, you see like them pulling, like a group of 3 pulling on the rope that they had in the water. And as they do, you see a pretty good sized fish come out of the water as they're like dragging it onto the land. And as the woman looks over, she goes, "You're the people that are here to learn?"
Oh yeah. Here, one moment, and I will step over to her. Your hand for. Could I see your hand for a moment?
She shows you her hand, like the back of it.
And I just touch it, and I cast tongues on her.
Tongues. And
Tongues.
for a moment, she gets a little nervous, and she goes, "What'd you do?" And immediately, like, you see the, I understood that. I understood that. The paper really works.
Sorry. You should be able to understand what any of them say for the next hour or so, and they should be able to understand you. So you should be able to teach without too much hassle.
Oh, hello. Hi. They all wave.
No.
And it's just kind of, oh, this is very strange.
Yeah.
Okay.
First time is always weird.
I understood that. You see the kid, the guy who said he couldn't read. Oh my god, magic's great. He's looking down at the paper, thinking the paper has something to do with it.
I'm just gonna let him live his life, live his best belief.
Eventually, she'll take him over. She's like, it's like with these small rods, it's like they stretch down and they're made with like this very thin, like frost spider silk, is what she's explaining. And it's very, very hard, and it's very hard to see in the water, so it's very good for hooking small fish. However, and it's like she uses the small fish to hook onto these ropes with more spider silk at the end of it, and it gets into a weighted thing here, and she like shows them like little like stones that they tie to like probably a good 20 feet away, and it's like this sinks the rope down to a deeper depths, and that's where the bigger fish are, and then you let the smaller fish attract the big fish, and when we feel that tug, you see another group pulling, once again, like another fish out of the water. Like so. And they're all like, oh, okay. It's like, it's good to work in groups of either 3 or 4. The fish are very strong, especially when we don't have a lot of traction, and she points to the ground. We don't want to, like, she points at her shoes. Most of the time when we're walking on the ice, we use the type of shoes, and she points to a set of boots that are next to, like, the hole. You see, like, they're spiked on the bottom with, like, bone. It's like, this helps us get traction on the ice, but when we're pulling, she points over, we use these boots, and they're a little bit, like, wider on the bottom. We can't get a lot of traction, but this gives us surface area to help pull.
Ah.
What surface area?
You see the surface, and she points to the bottom, and this is the area it steps on.
Oh. Magic is great.
Yeah, basically that guy's having the time of his life.
Yeah.
And she explains, like, the spike boots would help, but it breaks the ice, and then danger happens. And she says, if you can't pull the fish up, like, let it go. Sometimes you'll get caught with another person's hook. So if you stop and like it starts going extremely fast for a long time, that means someone else has caught your hook, and just let it happen.
With DM Daddy's permission, Ashnard is feeling a type of way about all this, if you want to roll an insight on him.
The dungeon master, or you mean the character?
Like them. The players.
Insight, you said?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure.
So he's
Stop fucking double clicking.
I would say Ezgill would probably realize it wouldn't, especially because he knows me and what happened today, and it's very calming and reassuring that two very separate peoples can get along like this and enjoy themselves, even in such a bad situation.
I won't say anything, but I will acknowledge it.
Never have me roll insight.
What are these human emotions?
That's right. It's so fitting.
I just kind of like put my hand on like the back of his hip, since I can't really reach the top of his back.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling some type of way about all this.
And she'll say, but the first thing we'll teach you is how to actually break through the ice. So come over here, and she'll lead them away. And basically, she shows them like an instrument that's made of bone and like a stone hammer. And she's like, first, like, we have to break through this ice. It's very thick, So we have to do it with this sawtooth, and then she shows that basically you have to like chisel in and then start like sawing your way in a circle, and then slowly making your way lower instead of like cracking the ice, because if you crack the ice, everyone goes down.
Yeah.
And yeah, like eventually, like, do you guys like stay with them the entire time, or do you?
I'll probably suggest heading out once everyone gets the general idea.
Did you say there were warriors here?
There are like near the outskirts of where these people are fishing.
Okay.
I'm also waiting to know
Yeah.
when
Don't want to leave them defenseless.
when Lance is ready to go.
Don't want to leave them defenseless or anything, is all.
Yeah, fair enough. Yes, you do see like they do have like a good good squad of warriors just kind of protecting the perimeter.
Alrighty.
Lucky for them, they don't have to worry about like sharks jumping out in the water.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, I do not have the ability to cast that spell again until I get a rest. So
Short
if we
rest.
plan to see Ulfric at some point, we'll want to do that if we want to properly communicate with him.
I can translate, but up to you, buddy.
I
He's-
prefer it.
He's one of two people I, can speak to.
Yay.
I figured it'd be best if he and Lance would be able to communicate directly.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely right there.
Lance has gone with you because basically he wants to propose the plan to
Mm-hmm.
to Ulfric.
Mm-hmm.
So when are we going to meet him?
Well, once I guess, get a rest, we could head out immediately and talk to him.
Go back to the cabin, get a short rest, eat lunch, and then head to Ulfric.
Yeah, it is around lunchtime now.
I figured that was safe to assume.
Cool.
But yeah, eat lunch. You can take your short rest, and then we can be on our way again.
I would not say no to more pancakes.
You know,
As
Elena made a great, like cherry pancake filling. I don't know. My mother, Elena.
Oh. No.
Right.
Do you think she can give me the recipe?
I'm
She
just
looks at you with big eyes,
My-
full of hope.
my jaw just unhinges
She's gonna roll an insight on you.
awkwardly.
On both of us.
Oh, you said you really stepped in it.
Uh,
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even know what to say in
Hold
character.
on. For the hell of it, I'll roll it too. Not like I'll roll well anyway. Oh wow, for that one I'm great.
As far as Ashnard's aware, his mommy's is dead.
Ezgill as well.
There you are. Issa.
Yeah.
watch out.
you do get the inclination that Issa just stepped on a fucking landmine.
Boom.
Oh, sorry, she did not have advantage, but she rolled a 17.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd,
but
say,
yeah. If
She
you guys are
probably
making
thought that as
obvious,
I'd say it'd be pretty clear.
she
The
kind
one
of
thing I
looks at
roll
us.
well, the insight.
Oh my god, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, she could still be out there. I don't know. Head goes down immediately, sunk to chest.
Maybe we
Not
can
me.
look into finding some other cherry pancake recipe.
I watched her make it. Maybe I can
Well, let's see what's down in the pantry and
try to
let's see
recreate it.
let's see what I can make or something, and she'll hurriedly get to the inn before you do.
Let's go have lunch.
I start crying and Mommy!
It's okay, buddy. Ah,
What a
Oh,
baby.
no.
I've been staying too.
I wouldn't like break down or anything, but I would definitely
Yeah.
shed a tear or two.
Oh no, like you're fine. But if you do break down, Salos will point out that you're such a baby.
No, I wouldn't
if,
break
if,
down.
if it's a single manly tear, then no comment.
Yeah, single manly tear.
Single manly tear.
You do feel Ezgill's hand on your hip again.
I'll give you a noogie.
Ah.
You do hear Salos go. Man, it must have been nice having parents.
Piss.
Hold on. I'm gonna do something real quick. Okay, never mind.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Strength check?
You ever wonder what that would be
gracious.
like, buddy?
No.
Oh,
don't-
fuck. You can get away from me.
I was rolling to see if you noticed something, but you did not.
Ah.
Anyways, I wonder what's for lunch.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
As she goes to the pantry, she realizes she has enough ingredients to make like a very warm soup.
Ooh, not bad.
It's gonna take a little bit of time, but enough for you to get a short rest and her to start cutting basically all the vegetables are frozen. But lucky for her, like all it takes is boiling water to get them back to hydrated form and start cooking. So lo and behold, eventually you get this very like thick potato soup.
Hell yeah. I mean, I might be in the minority here, but I love thick soups.
Dude, I love me some chunky soup.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Okay.
Chowder!
Chowder!
On this,
Chowder!
we can agree, my friend.
Awesome.
Yes, as you guys finish up lunch, you're starting to realize that Issa might be overcompensating because she's giving you like your fifth bowl.
Nice.
So short rest then?
Yeah, go ahead and take a short rest.
Awesome.
As we're all, short resting, I'll just kind of talk about my mom and dad. How good they were, just how genuine and kind.
Do you mention the fact that you were a noble?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Ashnard's
really...
parents were like the leaders of our village.
I don't really wear that on my shoulder, so to speak.
Fair enough.
Nobles are just more people that have a higher responsibility for others.
Tell me about it. Like one of my companions was technically given a title, and well, actually, all of them were given titles.
No.
So they were considered nobility at some point. Not me though. I was just I was just side group.
I was never inclined to the noble side of things. I focused on my training.
Well, that's good. It keeps you a little bit more down to earth and able to, what's the word? Know your fellow man better.
Yes, I think so. My father was just like me, but he did have to handle things. Affairs of state.
Fair enough.
But he definitely shared my line of thinking.
I don't know who my dad was,
Hey, me neither.
but I do remember.
Or my mom.
I do remember my mother.
You had a dad, Ezgill.
I never knew him.
Well, what I mean is I hoped Gawain was father to all of Dayan.
Oh,
He would,
well, yeah,
I remember like once a year he would visit the orphanage.
yeah.
I suppose so.
He tried to be anyway.
He was like, since you were older at the time, like his visits were more for like the kids to have fun. You were always like helping around.
I mean, the mayor was visiting the orphanage, just seeing what's up. Yearly check-in.
Daddy! Emotional episode.
But yeah.
Well, if you're right. She could still be out there if you're not too sure.
The only one that I know for a fact survived was Ezgill here, and my mentor Gurgurant. He pulled me from my house.
I didn't even know anyone survived until I met Ashnard.
Pulled me from the flames, but
What did happen, if you don't mind me asking?
That-
from what I know, Gurgurant said this fire was started very suspiciously. It originated in the basement of my own house.
All I remember is the fire, and then
But
running for my life.
quickly the rest of the town was engulfed in the flames as well. I have very little details, unfortunately. My father has been nowhere to be found since. My mother.
It has been quite the mystery.
My girlfriend, Adencia, has been lost to us as well.
Arya, the kids,
Yes.
the other
Everyone.
sisters.
We have no idea what happened or where they ended up.
That was
Gurgurant
the
is
night.
investigating it, though.
That was the night that I died, by the way. That was
Yes, you mentioned. What?
I did, but I never really explained much of it.
How did you die?
Well, I mean, probably how most everyone else died in the fire. I mean, I bled out. I managed to escape the orphanage before it collapsed. But eventually, while I was in the middle of the forest, I just fell, and then I felt cold. Gotta say, I don't particularly recommend it.
I've never died.
Also, if you ever plan on coming back, make sure you do it before the rigor mortis sets in.
My
Pro dying tip.
my original companions, like 3 or 4 of them died their very first mission to the rats.
Is that what?
That's
is
why
that
we
the-
are named rat gods.
I was wondering. I never got the story on that.
Vrangr over there, he's one of the ones that died.
My stomach. I'm too full to go on, lads.
No worries. Just sleep, my friend.
Yeah, probably should rest. You don't sound too well, dude.
Hush, sweet summer child.
We'll let you know before we head out.
But yeah,
Cool.
reminiscent. How did you get resurrected? Like,
Well,
I am curious as well.
you guys know that my magic isn't.
it's
My magic is more comes from something rather than my own power.
yes, and it is on the healing side of things. I've noticed.
Yeah. The night I died was also the same night that. Well, I assume the same night. I'm not exactly sure how much time had passed before I left the mortal plane, but that was also the time that I met my patron who brought me back.
Huh.
Yeah. Her name is Sivril.
I've heard you speak
She-
this before in an alternate dimension.
Yeah.
I just say that flat out.
Weird. Weird. Yeah, I remember that too, weirdly enough. But yeah, she told me that I was special or something, and then she gave me this mission. And in return, she would bring me back.
Hmm.
That's when I also met Seldos here.
Nice.
Too full.
What mission?
Too much food. I'm dying.
It's well, I just have to find some stuff, really. But frankly, I'm about as in the dark as anyone else.
Well, you know that I will always have your back.
Me too.
Well,
always
technically
be
your
there to
front
heal you.
because I'm standing in front of you. I kind of scrub my chin, but
I will always be there with my healing hands and healing ability.
We ain't it back there, bud.
Yep.
I left a letter with my mentor before we left Libra. and let him know it is time he and I spoke. So maybe once this is all over, we'll get back there and we'll start to get our answers. I hope.
Maybe. Honestly, my mind is still racing about this frozen death thing.
Oh yes, it's very pressing.
Yeah. It all just feels a little too convenient, I guess.
Convenient for me that it's a frost effect and not heat. I hate the heat.
I believe the heat one was 100 years ago, if Seldos told me right.
Yes, I heard mention of that.
Anyway.
But, yeah. What do you
That
say?
was the night I died.
Duly noted. Shall we be off? By the way, was I able to recreate the cream filling cherry stuff?
They didn't have the ingredients.
Ah!
Yep. Big rip. Yeah, let's go talk to Ulrich.
Sounds good. Here, in case you guys take notes. And yeah, the girlfriend.
I did not know the girlfriend part.
You see, Issa went very quiet when you guys were talking about like resurrection and stuff like that.
Elincia.
Yep.
How do you pronounce the mentor?
Gurgurant.
Grigorond. Okay.
He is a war-torn, scarred motherfucker that is an absolute beast.
Isn't that like 90% of mentors?
Yeah, just very grizzled and scars everywhere.
Perfect.
One of his eyes taken out.
That sounds like most mentors I know. Fits the bill pretty well.
Yep, he's been investigating day in ever since I left, which is about 7-8 years ago. Because I'm 25 and it happened when I was like 18-ish.
It happened when I was 16-ish?
Yep.
I think it was, yeah.
So, exactly 7 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, haven't really seen him very much since. Popped in, make sure I'm doing alright. That's about it.
Alright, well, off to Ulfric. I'd also like to make it a point that I did return Yorma's blanket to her.
Right. She'll thank you. And now, then she's like, and she'll say just for funsies, you didn't clean it?
Sorry, didn't quite cross my mind, which she can't understand.
Exactly. But so you guys head over towards Ulfric.
Insight was on Issa's resurrection thing, but yeah.
Yeah, you were more thinking about yourself at the time.
Yeah. Sorry, Issa.
I'll roll an insight for funsies.
And let's see how well she can keep together.
Roll a 7.
Just a straight charisma check for her.
Roll a 7. Roll a 7. Oof.
Yep, she
Rip.
keeps a very straight face, and when you're kind of like, and she's like, is there something on my face? She'll smile at you.
No, it's nothing.
I'll smile back at her.
I just assumed the soup gave her, like, acid reflux or something.
By the way, young lad.
Me? What?
Yep. You've ever been interested in girlfriends? I can teach you all about love.
I mean, I guess. That's
Just
I mean, I
making
certainly,
small talk, trying to play matchmaker
yeah.
for him and give him tips. Because
I
I'm
mean, there
a
certainly
very
have people,
because I'm a
but
very charming person. Clearly.
yeah.
Like a you.
Hey, go back to your
What?
hole.
There I go again.
I didn't say you could talk. Demon daddy in
I
your head.
see the world. Anyways.
I'll certainly come to you, I guess, if the need arises.
And eventually you do reach the large, massive tent that belongs to Ulfric.
I like his style.
And as you see outside are standing a couple of these bigger guys.
How
Actually,
big are we talking?
well, let me show you.
All right.
Big dude.
You currently see standing on the left is this gentleman.
Okay.
Once again, no steel.
Yeah.
They don't have steel here, but basically
I figured.
think of just a big, massive dude wearing. It pretty does he does have like hide armor on, but other than that,
Mhm.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Big furry Viking dude.
And then on the
That's
other
right.
side is this guy.
Ragnar Lothbrok. Heck yeah.
And like I said, they're once again both wearing like these hide armor, very, very clothed in furs and everything. One of them with a large axe, the other one with like two hand axes.
The second one, all it reminds me of is like Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Does the dude with the two hand axes look familiar?
No.
Okay.
Like the way he's holding the hand axes seems a little familiar, but
I was just wondering if it was like the dude who almost died on the battlefield last night.
oh no, that dude was actually like an older guy.
Gotcha.
Like his picture should actually.
It was
should have it.
Runa's father, I believe.
I think so was the case, yeah. Or grandfather, something like that.
Oh, here, you guys didn't get it, but here, let me show you what the old guy looked like.
Yeah, I remember fighting alongside him.
I don't see it yet.
I saw it.
Yeah.
So it's probably your dice lag thing.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a fucking travesty.
Lag a dice.
Lag a dice, lag a dice.
Oh, something just happened. Where is it? There it is. Oh, wow, yeah, he's way older.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Love the name.
Older
Okay.
human.
Is it like pronounced Older Human?
Older human.
That's right.
Older Human.
Older human.
Older.
Anyway.
Oh, eh?
They both like as you're approaching, one of them says, "Kotok." Ashtukumokka.
Oh, fuck, I need to pull up my cheat sheet.
Step up.
I'll just while he's doing that, I'll try Elvish,
Yeah,
Orcish, Giant.
None of them work.
Yeah, figured, but
I'll try Common and Dwarvish.
I am fucking dumb. I didn't even bother to put a greeting on the cheat sheet.
Yep, that was great.
I'll just wave and say friend. friend, and then Ulfric.
I'll start playing charades. We see Ulfric.
Stapone nakamo. Bosteno mokinaka. Bone no shtokumo.
You got your short rest, by the way.
Assuming this is northern.
Yeah, alright, fuck this. And I'll cast Tongues on myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got your short rest.
I wanted to try and make use of the sheet, but no.
How did you put
It's a very
actual on there,
limited
not a
sheet, buddy.
greeting?
I know. I thought, nah, whatever.
Like I
Bonk.
said, for very like limited communication, it's a very good start.
Okay.
Yes.
I
But
thought
I
was thinking about it all week.
Like, no, I think I do recognize them. They were
Hey.
in the battle yesterday, and huh.
Sorry. Yeah, you can understand me now. We're here to see the chief.
You're here to see Ulfric. You see the blonde guy. Okay.
Yeah.
He is expecting this.
We met up with him after the battle last night.
Ah, yes, you are. The ones who took care of the northern battlefield.
Yeah. Wait, no, weren't we at the south?
Southern
Yeah, we
North,
were at
sorry.
the south.
Yeah. Like, yeah,
I'm like 90% sure I ran south at the start.
we were south.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He is expecting
so-
us and Lance here.
Well, you see there, I want to get a measure of the men who protected the South.
All right.
And he's kind of looking you up and down.
I'll stand up straight so I'm my full 8'5".
I'll just kind of stand straight and puff my chest out a bit. Yeah.
Say it with a chest.
I've got my battle axe, great sword, and shield on my back. Like very,
Just like-
very fancy shield
He'll
too.
walk over to you, Ashnard, and just kind of like tap your armor.
All right.
So, are you like some sort of turtle?
Nope.
We'll have no change.
I actually fought shirtless at that battle last night.
He went in without his shell.
That's right.
Well, good to meet you. I did hear good words from sorry. I did hear praises of your deeds from Rune and her old man.
Yes, I fought beside Rune very, like, pretty much that entire battle.
I also heard that he almost bit it.
The old man?
That he did.
Yep.
Yeah, Jor.
He just might have if I wasn't there. Oh no, not Jorik. Old man.
Yeah, the old man's name is Jorvuk Dyden.
Yep. He just might have bit it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we were here to see Ulfric.
All right. He'll turn to the redhead human and say, Sulfulnak, go see if Ulrich's available. And the redhead human will just step inside.
So, arm wrestle? I give him a smile.
He wants to arm wrestle you.
He looks down at your arm. I don't know what that means.
Contest of strength.
I'll go ahead and
Explain the
Ashnard's
mechanics
arm.
of...
No, I won't explain. Let's lead him by example.
Alright.
No. Don't hurt me. and we're gonna arm wrestle in the snow.
Great. Ezgill's so screwed.
Roll the dice, Bart.
All right, what am I rolling? Strength check.
Athletics, if you have it. Strength,
Athletics.
no.
I'm not good at either of those.
That's the only thing I'm good at.
Point.
Yeah.
You feel a slight pop in your shoulder as your arm is now bending in the opposite direction.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't really even trying. What the hell?
You do see the blonde human go, "Your customs are strange."
Contest of strength, I repeat.
It's more entertaining when you're evenly matched.
Looks down at his hand. But before he could attempt it, you see the redhead come out, and it'll say, "Ulfric will see you now."
Wonderful.
Right. Range
What are you
check.
doing?
Attempt to
Both
pop
of you
my
are on the
shoulder
ground,
back into
basically.
place. I'm just on the ground, silently, just trying to keep the tears out.
I
And
probably have
you
the
see
same
the blonde guy
opinion
just
as
look through the
other
redhead
men.
and goes, "The people of this land are strange."
I agree with them.
And
Yeah.
you say, "Well, follow me." And the redhead goes inside.
Pop my shoulder back into place and follow him.
Step inside the tent. It's warmer in here. And as you approach the inner portion of this tent, you do see in this large kind of like bed of furs, Ulfric sitting kind of awaiting your approach. "Thank you, Silvermock."
Good afternoon there.
And you see the redhead leave the area. Well, you have returned to continue
Yes.
the conversation of before.
With
First
land,
point of order.
with
Can I
Lance
see
here.
your hand for a moment?
What was that?
I said, could I see your hand for a moment? As
No,
I kind
but
of reach out
what
my...
what did Ashnard say?
Oh.
With Lance here.
Yeah, Lance is there with you.
Okay.
What for?
I'm going to make it so that everyone here can understand what we say.
I see. I did hear Yorma speaking of this ability. And he'll stretch out his hand. And yeah, you feel like if he were to squeeze you, like his entire hand will wrap around like probably a good 70% of your body.
Yep. I just boop him on the finger and cast tongues.
Heck yeah.
Right. There. Better. Oh, that's much better. You hear Lance say, "Doesn't sound so scary now." Very well. We can continue the conversation.
Yes, indeed. I believe Lance here had a proposition he would like to share with you.
Oh, right. Good sir. And he'll like bow slightly. I would like to call for aid from the villages to the south and possibly the duchy and explain the situation. You wish to travel southward and inform your other villages of what has occurred here. Yes, but explain what has happened in fully, as in the misunderstanding between our peoples. And you do not wish to see us annihilated. No, like I said, it was a misunderstanding, and we did attack first, and for that I apologize on behalf of the village of Sorbet. Your apology is not necessary. However, you do require aid for the people here. we can keep you fed, but until we can establish peace among our peoples, I am reluctant to let your people wander freely, lest they become a problem.
The working together, like with the fishing and communications with their leader, is a good start.
I did put together a little bit of a means to potentially communicate better, and I kind of hand him a cheat sheet, even though
I do not read common.
there's a northern translation that should be able to help.
I don't recognize it. I mean, it's written in common, like, or you're using common letters to sound phonetically what was being said. He can't.
Oh,
he
yeah.
can't- yeah. Like the
Anyone
script
from
is
Northern
different.
won't be able to actually read the cheat sheet
Right.
Just say the
because
words
they
out
don't
loud.
recognize common letters. Yeah.
Regardless, it probably should be helpful that you hold on to one, though.
I think it would be more beneficial to those who can read common. And he points to Lance. And
Yeah,
I'll just
he got one.
kind of read some of the words out loud and be like,
I see.
that way they can somewhat.
Rudimentary understanding is still understanding.
Yeah.
And hopefully through this cooperation, natural assimilation, you'll be able to pick up on some of the northern, and we can pick up on some of the common without all the animosity.
I would
That
very
is the
much like
plan.
that.
Once again, sir, I really just want to send and explain the situation, and maybe, if possible, get someone of a higher authority than me to garner peace between our peoples.
We could possibly even get in some other magic users that can cast the tongue spell like me.
That would be most beneficial. And yes, that would be good as well. Some of your people are getting sick. But that might also be because of the malnutrition.
Yeah. they're
Well, if
refusing
the
to eat.
fishing party that we sent out is picking up anything well enough, that shouldn't be too much of a problem for long.
One
Hopefully.
can only hope.
True.
But I do mourn every loss of life.
Indeed.
But rest assured, none goes to waste.
I like this guy.
Me too.
Is there anything else you wish to ask of me?
Well, we did want to discuss, instead of Lance going along, having another representative go along with us instead.
You know your people's customs better than I do. Wherever you sent, it will go with my blessing. I do, however, ask that you, if you should return, and it is in a peaceful manner, to give us a signal or a sign.
Of course. I'm not really sure how to do that, though.
I'll kind of explain how this will work, but I'll go to my big form and then like wave my greatsword around with Ezgill casting light on it, maybe.
Sure.
What if you should die?
I hadn't really considered that. I've never
Consider
died before.
Every outcome.
Use some sort of colorative cloth.
I think I could make something, maybe like, well, white would be really hard to see, so maybe a black flag?
That's why I was not saying white.
Perhaps. A
So
black peace
you
flag.
should approach with a peace flag of black.
Sure.
As odd as it sounds, yes.
Very well. But
Oops.
if there is any sort of betrayal on your end, or the leadership of your kingdom does not wish to grant peace,
We will
then I
make
am
them
sad
see
to
the way.
say- I will be sad to say that it will be a bloodbath.
We will make them see it how it really is. And I will outstretch my hand for a handshake.
Your hand's still kind of tiny. So
Hmm.
it's like if you are the child and he is the father.
That's fine.
It is really unnerving.
I can cope. I'm not the biggest thing in this land, but
Guys, I had another idea I maybe wanted to discuss with you.
what's this?
What if we took Krill with us? I thought it might be a decent idea to get him away from the village somehow.
Yes, but what if he sows discontent when we are trying to explain the situation?
That's what I'm afraid of. But I feel like if we can be diplomatic about it, we would get at least someone to not listen to him.
As long as
I guess.
his opinions are not taken more highly than whatever representative Lance gives us.
They would take his word over mine. Krill is a captain of one of the knighthoods of Gemini.
That is what I feared. So,
He has a lot of influence and is very important. And his family is of a lower nobility.
then we should not take him.
That is unfortunate, yes. In that case,
I would say hope for the best by leaving him here. I'll try my best to keep him away from the others.
Him being here with you, Lance, is probably the best thing we can hope for. Still not ideal, but he's a loose cannon, and the situation cannot afford that right now.
you should also be able to bear witness to whatever progression may come between the village and the townspeople.
The fishing practices
We
and all
can
that.
hope. We can hope. We can hope.
Okay.
But speaking of, we'll need to go pick up Penny and explain the situation to her.
Yep.
That too. We probably should have done that first, but we do what we do.
Yeah, but be very wary of the Wendigo spirit and all that.
Indeed.
Your people need to have hope.
Yeah, he nods. Hopefully, with the fish and everything, it should begin the process of healing. We've been through a lot, and it's been really rough.
Can only hope.
We will do our best to return post haste.
Alrighty.
Be sure to try and copy as many cheat sheets as you can as well while we're out. With whatever papers left in the village.
I can get some of the guys that went fishing to do some copies, as long as we can find more paper and more ink.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But you shouldn't worry about that. I'll be able to make copies myself if I have to.
Wonderful.
And as you guys, once again, over say, anything else you would need to speak with me?
Not that I can think of.
Then you may go. Sits back in his chair.
Take care of everyone. I believe in you.
Indeed.
He nods and waits for you to leave. And
I
you head on out.
may be of a stone giant
You shall
ancestry, but I feel a kinship with you.
As do I. You are a bit small.
Well,
Any man of such honor is a friend of mine.
I'm more of a half giant, like not a true giant, sadly.
Shrugs.
Yes.
You need to be a giant where it counts.
Oh, that is the sweetest thing anyone has ever said to me. I'll like run and give him a hug, or attempt to.
You're hugging his leg and just, pats you on the head.
Yes.
I just got it. And I just say to Steldos,
You don't need
"Now
an
that
insight.
was
No one
weird."
needs it. He just seems very awkward. Right? He's like, ugh.
I am forcing him to feel.
And I'm just actually the Steldos. That was weird.
You see Saldos with a camera and takes a picture.
What's that thing?
I have just became a paladin and I smite the camera. I'm just kidding. Evil.
Don't worry about it.
Gotcha.
Don't worry about it.
Making a scrapbook.
What's a scrapbook?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I feel like Demon Daddy has a hand in this.
Who knows?
But as you guys head on out, that's what goes. So, well, Penny. Let's go get Penny.
Yes.
As you guys head back over to where everybody else is kept, you do see that the 10 people that were sent out to fish have actually come back, and each of them is carrying like a large fish, like between them.
Heck yeah.
And they're all like very excitedly talking. They're like, "It's like, remember, man, we almost slipped inside. Yeah, that was scary."
Heck yeah, man.
I sense progress. If but a little bit.
Well, the good news is that because it's so cold, we don't even need to really cook the fish if we don't want to. Yeah, we can just cut it and eat it raw. And as they look over and they're like, "Hey, Lance, we got fish." And it's like, "That's good to hear. Good to hear. Now get inside and hurry up and get some cuts out we can feed everyone." And they nod and start going inside, and you see the guards are letting them through. And as you guys kind of get down to the lower area, once again, it's a lot warmer here. They're able to get a table and start kind of like cutting pieces of the fish off and like filleting it and just kind of handing off pieces to people, basically giving sashimi around.
Nice.
Some like, however, they do put some to cook because some of the children don't want to eat raw fish.
Oh boy, that's right. There's children.
Yep, there's children here.
There
and
are
they've been
children.
starving. Anyways, eventually, you do hear, "Don't eat it! Don't eat it!"
Oh boy, here we go.
Do you want to die, Krill?
They put something in the fish. I knew it.
I'm about to put
They
something in
made
you. I can bring out my greatsword.
See, they wish to silence me. They know
Yeah.
I speak the truth.
No,
Your
you're
own
just...
men made the fish.
Yeah, you're just a fool, Krill. Nobody likes you.
I
Well,
like
now.
him. You hear one of the guys in the other cage.
Silence!
No.
Shush.
It's like, mark my words. Half of you would be dead by the night.
He's wrong. Don't listen to him. He is not the smartest.
Go ahead and
Krill.
make a charisma check versus Lance's charisma.
Can I make a persuasion?
I'll say yeah.
Thank God. Eh!
I was gonna say something. Oh well.
Do you have bardic inspiration?
I'm not sure. I'll just switch to Bard real quick.
I'm bread.
Can Lance help me out here?
Lance will give you advantage, sure.
Alright. Come on. Yes!
Natural 20.
Thank you.
You see a lot of the parents though, like they've gone a lot without food, and they're like, we have to take our chances.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, there are like a couple holdouts, a lot of them military people, who are basically being commanded not to eat. And at that point, there's nothing really you can convince them because it's like it's either obey the
Damn.
captain or be, you know, condemned as a traitor.
Mr. Krill,
You smash his head.
a moment.
Don't touch me, devil boy.
I'm not going to touch you. I just merely wish to talk. As it stands, as far as we know, there is a bit of a sickness going around. This
And how do you
Wendigo
think they make us
curse.
sick? It's the food.
Actually, it's quite the opposite.
It's your paranoid demeanor.
You don't even need to eat the food. And it's not even them doing it. All that needs to happen is that you continue down the road that you go. And eventually,
The
you'll begin to get hungrier
the Wendigo.
and hungrier. You will get so hungry and so paranoid that you will begin to see even the people around you in your cell as necessary to eat.
The
As you're distracting him, Lance is currently opening the cell door to Krill's thing and going, Penny, get out here now.
And then I'll just say the Wendigo really ominously.
Now, I'm not going to make you eat anything. I'm not going to make you do anything. However, I will suggest that before you decide to start eating the flesh of your cellmates, you have some fish.
That your own men caught. Your own townsfolk.
Indeed.
That's exactly what traitors would say. And he crawls to the corner and hunkers down.
I'll kind of explain to him what the Wendigo spirit is.
He's not listening to you. He's convinced of that he is right and you are wrong.
Yeah, there's no getting to him now.
What an idiot. Well, I'll bury you myself when you go crazy. Just try not to infect the others with it.
I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
That's what
Of
a
course not.
crazy person would say.
La la la, not listening to it.
My point exactly.
But as Lance is like, are you alright? Did he do anything to you while we were gone? No, he's just been very paranoid. I don't think he got a week of sleep last night.
I will probably express to the guards that he should probably be put into a cell of his own. If
At
if
this
it can
point
be
he is
helped.
by himself.
Okay.
The only people who were with him
Good.
were Lance and Penny.
Good.
So currently, as of right now, he is in a cell by himself.
I'll just leave him a plate of. I'll give him a plate of some of the cooked fish because just why not? Make it tempting for him.
All right, you leave it on the side. Or do you try to like fit it into the bars?
I'll just like set it like just in the cell.
So you're reaching through the bars.
Sure.
All right, make a dexterity saving throw.
He's gonna bite you.
Yeah,
Boink.
and quickly you're able to pull your hands out as he like lunges at you.
I knew you were hungry.
He looks down at the food and just goes, he spits on it and just says, I spit at your devilry.
He's too far gone.
Oh, I know.
It won't be long now. You'll go crazier. I won't say you'll go crazy because you're already there, frankly.
Would it not be simpler to kill him now?
Nah, that'd just be savage.
Oh, believe me, I wouldn't mind putting him on the chopping block for all the heresy spouts. but-
He's deaf, but he's not hopeless. That's how
Oh,
I see it.
I think he's hopeless.
You'll all see I'll be right. You'll all see.
Yeah, Krill. Go talk to your imaginary friend.
You leave him out of this.
How do you know about Bob?
Don't listen to him, Bob. He's a good guy. No, I'm kidding. He's not that crazy, but
Yeah.
yeah. At this point, Lance is leading this woman away, and you guys are outside as he's putting his coat around her. He's like, how are you? Oh boy. And he hands her a plate of fish, and she's wolfing it down. She is starving. And it's like,
Yeah.
let's go back to your inn. That'd be great, please. And you guys start heading back towards the inn.
All right.
Indeed.
And as they finally get back there, and Lance starts a fire, Penny kind of, she's like, I'm gonna go upstairs and get changed, please. And she's like,
Right.
No, please take your time. And you guys can take a short rest if you need to, because she's gonna take a while.
Gladly.
She comes back downstairs. Apparently,
Almost
she
loving
took the
us
time
people.
to take a bath as well. And as she comes back downstairs, you see her kind of wearing her normal work attire. And she looks like this.
Nice.
All right.
Are you going to be traveling like that?
No, I'm just getting comfortable. I'm assuming we're not leaving now. It's almost
No.
nighttime.
No, tomorrow. But just
Yeah.
making sure you have warm clothes.
But once again, good to meet you. Lance told me a little bit what's going on, but yes, my name is Penny Schoenfield.
Ezgill Morgrim.
Ashnard Dayan.
Are you one of the Warforged from
Tor-
Taurus?
No, I am not.
Oh. Oh, that's okay. Hi, good to meet you. And hi, my name is Isa, and I raided your fridge. Oh, that's okay, dear. There's a kind of awkward moment. She's like, then Isa just kind of holds out 10 gold pieces.
She
Here.
didn't. She did make some pretty killer pancakes, though.
Mm-hmm.
And she's kind of like, Lance, I really hate to ask this, but do you know what they did with the dead bodies? I haven't asked. I'm sorry. I don't know what they've done.
We can only assume that they buried them traditionally. These people seem to have a respect still for the townspeople.
Do I know if you have to burn the bodies of a Wendigo spirit infected person?
Go ahead and roll me Arcana check.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
As we know it from talking
Yeah,
to
that's
the
what I
chief
figured.
and the matron,
Well, I did
they
pass
do
a check on
try to
Wendigos a while back, but
take care of the townspeople as much as they can.
this is when we fought that wolf. Winter wolf.
Wenderwolf.
Exactly.
Yeah, the wolf pack we ran from.
She seems like, yeah, she seems off. Go ahead and roll an insight.
Wonderful. Eh.
Hey, advantage coming in clutch. Never mind.
Facturae, you are registering that she has brought a leak around her eyes.
Sprung a leak around her eyes.
You gotta say it like that.
This is typical of humans expressing sadness or remorse. The sobs that are coming along with the leak have suggest that it might be sadness. Though further evidence might imply otherwise. You must investigate further. Ashnard, she's crying. about something.
Mhm.
And from what you can tell, it may be someone she knew or someone
Yeah, someone she's related to.
before.
Penny,
This spies is the same.
Yeah.
was
Oh,
someone
sorry.
you knew amongst the deceased?
My dad.
I see.
I'm so sorry.
He locked me in the closet when they first attacked.
I see. We can inquire about the dead if you wish.
She'll nod, and Issa will walk up and she'll say, "Oh, honey," and just kind of pull her in for a hug.
Does he have any defining features we could inquire about?
Yes, he was blonde, pretty large beard. That day he was wearing a green tunic with like a black furred coat.
Okay.
Any scars or identifying moles or something?
No scars, no moles. He was actually pretty, like, since mom died, he had a lot of suitors come asking for his hand in marriage that he didn't want to remarry.
Ah.
Yep.
All right.
I'll go back to Ulfric and ask him since I can speak giant.
All right. Do you go by yourself or?
Depends.
I'll help him.
I'll let them know what I'm doing. So.
Oh no, you can.
But,
You can speak giant.
Yeah, you don't have to waste a spell slot or anything.
Yeah, I'll stick around then.
All right. Ashnard will head off to speak with Ulfric, and we'll start there first.
Okay.
As you make your way back, you see the two large gentlemen that were standing in front, currently laying in the snow, trying to mimic what you were doing. They're confused as to like what was the point of it.
I will, like, touch both of their hands and like make them do the clasp, and then like push them back and forth and like flex.
They're still confused, and they look up to you. Contest of strength, and I flex. They look at each other. They flex too.
Contest. I point at both of them.
Contest.
Contest.
Contest. And he flexes to the guy. Contest. Contest. And they start doing like JoJo poses.
Who is stronger?
Contest.
Push.
Fight.
No, they've like let go of their hands and are just starting to flex.
Gotcha. You'll get it.
Contest.
This is an equally valid
I just
scenario.
give them a thumbs up.
They go. They mimic you.
I'll say Ulfric, please.
Oh, and the guy in the red will lead you back inside.
All right. Hey, sorry to bother you again.
You see, Ulfric currently like seems to have like some large cup of something. And he looks down. You have returned.
The townsfolk were inquiring about their deceased.
Yes. Once again, as I have said, none goes to waste.
Exactly how do you mean?
Well, we used what was left to us by the Yetis as bait for the fish.
Oh.
Is there a problem?
By our customs, we are supposed to bury or burn, so I'm not judging, but maybe you just don't tell them what you did. with them?
He looks at you kind of confused, but not very well.
They would take offense to this.
I see. I do not understand your customs, but where we come from, resources are scarce.
Believe me, I understand. Believe me, I understand. Up in the mountains, you have to do a lot to get by.
We do not, however, cannibalize, if that is crossing your thoughts.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's good.
But we do use the bones and the meat to hunt and trap other food and prey.
I gotcha. Like I said, not judging. Just maybe not let them in on that information.
I'll be our beat.
Pretend you buried them. Or burned them.
Young man, you said your name was...
Ashnard Dayan.
He'll stand up into his full hand and just say, Demir Ulfric.
It's good to meet you.
I find that dishonesty is a terrible way to begin peace. The people deserve to know what we've done. They may not like it, but I will not lie to them.
I don't blame you. I'm just letting you know they may not be so receptive.
Then they may challenge me on the battlefield.
I'm back. What's going on?
I don't think it'll come to that. I hope.
That is not hope. But that they wish to exact vengeance for their
It's
fallen.
more that they won't understand.
In my customs, if you have a disagreement that cannot be solved with words, you solve it with axes and blood.
Yeah, generally we talk through our feelings. Unless it's extreme.
Let whoever fears pain and vengeance in their heart face me.
Fair enough. Figured I'd give you the information at least and make the inquiry.
Very well. Anything else?
Nope. I'll leave you in peace.
He'll sit back down.
Right.
You walk outside. The two are still flexing at each other.
I just pat them each on the shoulder.
Contest!
Exactly. And then I walk past.
And, yeah. Meanwhile, back at the end, she, basically, she's kind of starting to converse with them. She's like, I'm just sorry. I'm sorry I got emotional. It's just been me and my dad for a long time, and, you know, it's gonna be hard. I understand, Penny, but, like I said, I really do need you. Like, people know who you are. They knew your father. Like, you have some weight to your words, and I can't leave people with Krill, you know, spitting venom.
It's more important that we leave him where his words won't make things worse.
We just need you to go down there and maybe send some sort of reinforcements, some like medicine, clerics, druids, people who can get us through the winter at least, and someone who can find out what this madness that the shamans speak of. Apparently, it's something that they deal with over time, and we need someone who can figure out a way maybe to help those who have been afflicted. Hey, I understand. And Issa comes over with a cup of tea. I stole from your fridge again. I'm sorry. It's okay, dear. She'll take the cup of tea. I've been putting money in your register for everything I've taken. I hope that's okay. Oh, no, it's perfectly fine. I didn't think there would actually be much here. Surprisingly, your cellar is still fully stocked. Like, I don't think the Northerners either found it or they haven't touched it.
I did also use your ledger, by the way, to help make these. And I also hand her a cheat sheet.
She'll take one. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, just some stuff. This might work, but like I said, I'll be leaving with you guys. I don't know if this will be
I know.
much, and
It's been more of a habit for me today.
I understand. Lance. Yes, Penny. I'm going to be honest with you. If they can get me to the south, to either Salush or Gemini, I don't think I'll be coming back.
You'll stay.
There's nothing for me here anymore. Penny, if you do go to Gemini and you need to find some work, I do have a friend there who might be able to help you at least get started. We'll see where it goes. I still haven't made up my decision, but just with everything that's happened, I just want to see my dad again.
Understandable.
Well, you should get some rest, Penny. We'll get you a hearty breakfast tomorrow in the morning. So, you planning on leaving tomorrow, correct?
Yes, we do.
Very well. Then, I'll get you some furs and some provisions and items that you might need for the travel. And these fine folk will protect you. And we'll see you safe.
You got my word.
Okay. I'm really tired. I think I'm just gonna go to bed. Take your time, Penny. Are you sure you want to do this? It's better than staying here. I see. Well then get your rest. And as she goes upstairs and kind of you see her Lance just go.
She's very apprehensive about this, isn't she?
She doesn't deserve this.
Nobody did.
No one did. It's so frustrating not being able to do anything for her. Well, hopefully Ashnard has some good news. At least give her some closure.
Right.
Find the body. But what are your plans after you get back to the city?
Well, hopefully find a way to send some aid to Sorbet that won't, end up in blood. beyond that, probably look into this frozen death thing.
We don't have a lot of smart people down here, but maybe some of your scholars down in Germany might be able to know, or maybe have something written down, or something.
That's what I'm hoping. If I can at least get someone to recognize the name, then that'll be my first lead.
Right. By the way, the two guards are still with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ones that were designated as like the 10 Fisher people bodyguards.
Right. Do they react in any way once I mention the frozen death?
Well, no, you're still speaking common.
Right.
Unless you use its actual name, they'll.
Nah.
But you do see Lance kind of turn over towards you, Facturae. I'm sorry to ask you this, sir. Thing. What do you prefer?
In what sense?
Your proper designation.
Designate me as you wish. I care not.
Then, Facturae, do you think you might be able to head over to Taurus and maybe call for some aid? I know Sir Randus, the Duke there, is a man of medicine and science. I don't know if he'll be any good with spirits, but he might have people who have studied the supernatural. I'm just thinking of all possible avenues. I know you're technically not part of that city, but maybe they'll accept you as one of their own?
I don't see that as likely.
Fair enough, just thought I offer a suggestion.
Indeed.
Well, I'm really tired. I think I'll also get ready to pack it in for the night.
Indeed.
Anything else you wish to ask from me, or anything you wish, a message or anything?
Not that if you can make time, at least make sure to check in on Krill every once in a bit.
I will make it my top priority to make sure he's not causing dissent.
Of course.
And once again, I'm pretty sure after the food and everything, and people start getting healthier again, they'll see that he maybe has gone mad.
You can only hope.
I'm pretty sure there's somewhere where, a soldier doesn't have to listen to the superior officers if they've gone a little loopy.
Indeed.
But I do thank you for this. If you had never arrived, I can't imagine what would have happened to us.
I'm glad I was able to do all I could.
Thank you as well, Facturae.
Do I walk in yet?
Yeah, you walk in around this time.
Okay.
How did it go? Any news?
Yeah.
They don't share our customs for burying and whatnot.
So what does that mean? What did they do? Did they just leave him outside?
No, they... I'm sorry to have to put it like this, but they reused them.
That's awfully vague.
Their clothes, their items, and whatnot.
So they looted them and left them out in the snow?
No, they looted everything.
He's got to roll an insight.
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Oh my god.
Should we all roll insight?
You can if you want to.
Not in a cannibalistic way.
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Neither am I.
But they...
Man, this context, what is that? Why can't people just speak literally?
I know, right? I will, in a very, very hushed tone, repeat exactly what went down.
Oh,
Not cannibalistic or anything, just they leave nothing to waste.
that's certainly odd, but
Left in a place of few resources is not illogical.
understandable.
Yeah, in fact, it is extremely logical. Like
Especially
it's
if him.
practical.
My character wouldn't really have a huge problem with it.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
It
Like
has
this is
Not
very
being
natural,
made of
very
flesh
logical.
or anything.
Yeah.
They're like this is a group of humans you can get behind.
Yeah.
It's not good,
That
but
actually made
it's
sense to me.
understandable.
Like I said, I told him it would draw an insult, or be seen as kind of an insult, but he just...
What do I tell the people?
Even in
wouldn't-
death, they served a purpose.
Maybe if I don't just go into details. Oh God! I'm just kind
The
of
nor-
grabbing his head. But like he was relieving some stress recently because everything was going well. Then he dropped his bombshell on him. And he's like back to stress.
Ulfric just straight up didn't understand that it would be seen as an insult, so he said he would not lie if asked.
Well, it's a
Right.
good thing none of us can understand him.
The cheat sheet surely doesn't cover that.
Thankfully, yeah.
I'll say, man, I thought I was dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think any of the spears used yesterday were one of the old villagers?
You know, I really didn't want to think about it.
No, but think of that. No, for reals though. That means that the villager whose spear, bones were made for that spear, got revenge.
That is weirdly poetic. What Saldos just said. I'll just kind of sort of repeat it.
Jesus Christ. But true.
In a way, it's kind of like, yeah, even in
Your-
death, they
Your
still protect.
dragon has sure a way to look on the bright side of things.
My dragon is weird.
Very.
Hey, I'm just a regular normal guy like anybody else. He says, sipping a cup of coffee.
Indeed, you are.
You don't know where he got that cup.
No, I don't. Wait, you have coffee in there? What?
Not anymore. It's gone now. He tips on
Ah.
it. There's nothing left.
Oh my.
God, I could use some coffee right
Fuck.
now. Well, actually, yeah.
Well,
But, well, maybe I can spin this in such a way.
Here, maybe
Well,
instead of putting
Do you
it,
know if that's what they did with all the bodies or just some?
well,
Sorry, Ashnard, you do remember he said that whatever was left that the Yetis did not take.
yeah. I'll fill him in on that too.
Well,
I'm
then
not a liar myself, so...
There's no way to establish who was taken and who was used as resources.
Maybe you can.
Yes.
Maybe instead of spinning it literally, you could spin it more spiritually in a way that people would sort of understand.
Well,
But you don't understand. If I tell anybody this is ammunition for Krill.
Don't tell them exactly what happened. Say something like, our family still watches over us. Those that we've lost still will provide.
That
Don't-
still doesn't answer the question of where the bodies are.
I know, but we could imply
Look,
that they
I'm
were
going
buried
to
somewhere.
delay as long as I can in telling people the truth.
tell them that they've been put back to the earth.
They've been given back to the earth. Yes.
But they still want to know where they're buried. Vagueness will not work here.
So put up headstones or something
That I could do.
in a location.
Headstones. Yeah, and
Maybe,
people, if
maybe I'll just say that maybe
the Yetis dug them up
that they
for
that
food.
they buried them after immediately, and then the snow piled up.
Yeah.
I can at least delay, and then I'll put headstones where some earth isn't. Okay, and then
I don't like lying, but
I don't feel good about this either, but this is kind of
as
necessary.
long as Krill is here, I do not want to tell anything of what's happened here.
Yes.
we can speak of this after.
I can cast tongues on you
once
one
Krill has
last
been
time
dealt with.
tomorrow morning. You could perhaps talk to Ulfric about
Oh.
setting up a sort of cemetery for the townspeople.
Okay.
Maybe see if they'll give some of their things back to the families, and
Yeah.
they would at least have some personal items.
That I can do. Okay.
That
I am.
can be used for comfort more than.
I'm feeling better about this.
I'm going to go to bed and not get any sleep.
Me too.
He goes upstairs to a room and closes the door. All of you are left down in the dining hall of this inn.
It is deathly quiet.
So, boys,
Do you think fish like the taste of human?
What?
Do you think fish like the taste of human?
oh yes,
You
you
know-
see,
Probably.
when you drown, you definitely get eaten down there.
Huh.
Nature will eat you 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, that's true. I'm surprised I wasn't eaten when I died.
Well, let's not get into that. Pass you on the back of the head.
Uh-huh.
Seldos was totally gnawing on him. Or about to.
Before I woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though I do have this weird scar on my arm that I don't remember having before I died.
Well, let's not get into the weird random things that you might have known or not known. But anyways, yes. You're gonna have to find out what's going on here, kid.
You're telling me.
And, maybe there might be some way to counteract this stuff.
Yeah, no, that thought has certainly been going through my head, especially that one thing.
Once just reiterating, by any circumstances, you are not to engage with that dragon.
I have no intention of doing so.
Right. The only way you should interact with that dragon if he has something we need.
Yeah,
And even then, I'm asking you to be very careful.
don't worry. I'm not going to let anything happen to you.
I'm not worried about me.
I know. Anyway, guys, Lance had proposed a interesting question to me earlier.
Oh.
What do you guys plan on doing after all this? After, assuming we get all the aid we need to Sorbet and we finish our mission, what do we plan to do after that?
Step 1, plate armor.
Okay.
Step 2, I think it's high time I figured out what the hell happened to Dayan.
Yeah.
What about you, Facturae?
I have no immediate needs.
Are you along for the ride after this?
I don't see lots.
There is safety in numbers.
Indeed.
You are certainly interesting in your lack of need.
I need love and affection,
Aww.
Do we hear that out loud, by the way?
but it's not necessary. It is the robot dog.
Okay.
I pet
Yeah,
him.
he speaks. He does not speak telepathically.
Yeah, just making sure. Yeah, I'll give him love and affection.
This is nice, but I do not feel the warmth of your hands. But the action is appreciated.
Can I, like, do some smith tools and, like, try to repair anything that's broken on him?
Well, it's like he has no sensories.
Hmm.
Like no sensories, so that way he doesn't feel pain. Because pain, why would you want to feel pain? That doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is a steel defender. A sense of pain would be rather cruel.
Purposely give your robot pain.
Some
I
your
shall
type
respond
shit.
accordingly, as is filed in my database. Pant.
Oh, God.
Some
Leg
your
up.
hut type shit.
Leg
Yeah.
down. Leg up. Leg down.
So,
Stomp. Then DXE has stopped working.
first, I think I'll try to hunt down Gurgurant when we get back. See what he's learned and go from there.
Then I guess this would be goodbye.
Oh,
Yeah, what about you, Lisa?
I need to go back to my kids.
Right. Obviously.
maybe you could move to Libra and get away from this cold.
Salush was my home. I mean, Libra's nice and all. I've been there a couple of times, but, you know, I worked hard to build that building, get that nice property to overlook the ocean. I'm gonna maybe find some odd jobs around Gemini. Maybe even pick up some. Heck, maybe even sign up for with the Adventurers Guild so I can get in on this 1,000 gold thing.
Well,
Yeah.
if you ever need a babysitter or a spare set of hands, you can always get in touch with me.
If you ever need a jungle gym for the kids to play on.
I think they would like that.
It seems to be a fascination with kids, you know? My dear friend Jace, all his kids loved to just climb all over the place on me.
Yeah, Jace is a good guy.
Always brought a smile to my face.
How's he doing?
He was great. Seems retired and just taking it easy with his family.
Brand, weird question, but did he still have a limp?
I believe so.
She looks a little like sad.
What happened with that?
A long time ago, one of his older children, when they were very young, was kidnapped and held hostage. He went a little crazy in the interrogation room, and a building was dropped on him,
Oh,
paralyzing him from the legs down.
damn.
One of his friends, though, was able to make enough money to get a cleric to be able to fix his legs.
Gotcha.
But if he's still walking with a limp, it wasn't. It's just so sad. He was such a great warrior too.
Well, maybe one day he can, or we can help him out there.
I think at this point he should just enjoy his retirement, like I do.
Maybe he can live vicariously and train other warriors.
Shall not. One can help. Maybe, maybe I should take a trip to Libra and take all the kids with me.
You can come back with us. We would love to travel with you some more.
Of course.
You've been a dear friend.
I would like that. I haven't seen my aunt in a while.
Who knows, maybe one day we'll all meet back in Dayan, and once I've rebuilt it.
Good luck with that. I'm starting to get tired too. I think I'm just gonna call it a night.
Fair enough.
Okay.
And Ashnard,
Hmm?
I pray that you never die. She'll walk upstairs.
Well, that's ominous. Is she expecting me to die, or
I mean, I'd probably say the same thing, but
just sincerely hopes that I don't?
You can roll an insight.
Natural one. Wait.
You think that, like, what she's getting at is that you're in a line of work that puts you in danger constantly,
Mm-hmm.
and she's seen warriors greater than you perish.
Yeah.
And like I said, since you earlier were boasting about the fact that I have never died. She
We
really
don't talk about that.
Yeah, she's like, she just sees flash like this, like you're basically raising death flags for her. Like if she's in a visual novel, she's like, that's a death flag right there.
Oh god. Say it ain't so.
can I get Tempting Fate for 200?
Fuck. I did say I haven't died yet.
Exactly, which is why she's like, I
Death
pray you
flag
never,
number
I pray
two.
you never die.
Ezgill, you got me, right?
I have you.
Unless I've casted tongues twice a day for today, that I
Yep.
don't got anyone.
Yep.
Fuck.
Unless I've spent all my spell slots trying to understand a language I need to fucking learn now.
Fuck. Well, anyway. Let's,
Yeah.
get rest and then prepare for the journey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look great in plate armor. I give him a wink.
I hope we do get to see Dane again soon.
I can't die until I do. I will look to the sky. If there's anything out there that wants me to see this through,
Roll a perception check.
give me strength.
Actually, everyone, roll a perception check as you're out here.
Do I need to make one? for
Perception.
Fenrir too?
Yeah, make one for your Fenrir.
And fuck it.
Sell
those
those. There we go. Somebody is good at perception.
two. Seldos got 17. I got 11.
Shit.
As
Oop, sorry.
no problem. As you guys are kind of looking up to the sky, and he goes, it's like, let's pray. Like, yeah, you're seeing a little bit of snowfall into the ground. Facturae, as you look up to where they're glancing, and Saldos as well, as he's kind of like getting ready getting his little nighty cap on, getting ready for bed. He freezes and looks up, and Facturae, you hear in the distance a low, echoing roar. And we'll end the session there.
Oh, you
God
fucker.
damn it.
An asshole.
So rude.
I was gonna say I look into the moon, and for the first time in a long time, I just say, "Sivir, protect me."
Good session, guys.
That was a good session.
God coming too. I hate it.
I finally kind of opened up to you all.
Yeah. And you'll find out what happened to the villagers.
Yep. The dead ones, anyway.
Let me just tell you, Ulfric, neutral evil. Not a bad guy, but has a very practical way of looking at the world.
Mm-hmm.
So would be a giant. Or at least a frost giant, anyway.
Very tough climate out there that they've got to combat, so I understand.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, let's get that little thing tied in a nice boat. Yep, they're using the villagers as weapons.
Oof. Oof size large.
I once had a mini heart attack at first when he said using people as bait for the fish, and I'm like, wait, is it actually the food now? What the fuck? Then I remembered, oh right, you have to clean fish to cook it.
Yeah.
I was very glad he said no cannibalism.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I heard all that, I'm like,
That would have been like a line drawn.
He's like, but I eat them. I'm a giant. I can eat whatever I want.
You know, my character's fully like, yeah, it's reasonable. I got little resources out here.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's like, yeah, practical.
Yeah, it's just practical.
Finally, humans who understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you say you're starving, but you got perfectly good people to eat.
Yeah.
Meat if you need it.
Oh god.
Why do I keep clicking shit?
Any questions? Any critiques?
I have a critique. You ended the session too early.
Did I?
Yeah.
It was 3.5 hours.
Not even 3 hours and 19 minutes.
I want to go to 2 in the morning. God damn it.
I want to go to like 4 in the morning.
I want to give a mental a chance to come
Yeah,
back.
I figured.
That's true. We did. Yeah. We had a very not lore heavy, but like
roleplay heavy.
Roleplay heavy session. Yeah. And it was good. Probably one of our best in a while.
Man, I'm just like, man, now I got to be emotional with myself. Penny's crying, and I'm like, Penny's crying. Lance is like trying to be supportive, and Issa's like sympathetic. I'm like, let's go. 3 different people.
DM problems.
Yep.
DM problems. Oh man.
I'm trying my best to be a fucking pseudo politician here.
Yeah.
Hey man, you're doing a good job.
To an entire tribe of people who don't even speak the same language.
Mainly, I'm trying to just be like as rational for every side as I can.
Like I said, Ulfric has one thing. He just
reasonable.
He wants peace. He doesn't want conflict anymore because there's already enough conflict up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what I want as well.
A sentiment one can respect.
My problem is I've got 2 languages and neither are speaking by anybody here.
Right?
Yeah, I got lucky with the Orcish and Giant.
Oh,
sadly, the 2 dwarves that lived in Sorbet got murdered.
Speaking of languages, I was on D&D Beyond a while ago, and I was looking at the backgrounds because I was making another fucking version of Ezgill for reasons, and I was looking at the Haunted One background, and it says on D&D Beyond that, well, normally when I pick the background, it gives you the option to like go into the text box and choose the languages that you get. And I thought it was only 1, but whenever I do it on D&D Beyond, it gives me 2.
That's because one of the languages is specific. One of them is like, you can pick Abyssal, Infernal.
Let me see. I mean, I'll pull it up on my computer because that's where I have the
Languages,
characters.
it says choose two, one of which must be Abyssal, Celestial, Deep Speech, Draconic, Infernal, Primordial, Sylvan, Undercommon.
Okay, so I only chose one.
Yeah.
Was it one of the ones that like one of the celestial whatever ones?
Yeah, it was Draconic. So would I be able to choose another one then, retrospectively?
There you
I
go.
would say yeah.
All right, I'll go with Celestial then, since it's thematically appropriate.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Doesn't the Celestial Patron give you Celestial Language at like level 6?
It does not.
No, it does
actually.
Oh.
It gives you resistance to radiant damage,
Okay,
though.
that's what it is. That's what I was thinking of. Resistance.
Yeah. But it does not let you speak Celestial, oddly enough.
I like the fact the only critique is like it's too short.
That's right.
3.5 hours.
Now, I feel like I was made
Yeah.
for this environment, like my character. He fits
yeah.
in really well up
His
here.
head really well here. Yeah.
I'm really trying.
Now
Mine is not.
now we have an escort mission for next session.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, we do. We're no
Unless-
longer the escorts.
Unless we all
I
die to
just-
whatever this low rumbling growl is.
Yeah, that's very true. The only thing that I'm happy about is that even before I knew what Jam's like thing was with like, oh, here's exhaustion, like candy if you don't know what you're doing, I happen to choose the one race that doesn't take exhaustion. Best part was that was pure luck too. 'cause
In the
I-
one campaign.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I'll be destroying your pets like left and right.
Yeah.
Oh, I am already aware you will.
Yeah.
feel-
The player in my game, he chose Battlesmith Artificer as well.
Yeah.
The poor
I
lad.
have a list of how many do I have currently? I've got 13 extra Steel Defenders prepped.
My man.
It's probably a good idea.
Is
I'm considering at some point,
just in case-
maybe next level, taking a spell that might really piss you off.
What would that be?
Flock of Familiars.
Oh god.
That's not a
Just, having 4 different Celdoses flying around.
that's not a spell, is it?
That is a spell.
Where is it?
Yeah.
That is a Warlock spell.
But where is it?
Let me look it up. Spells. D&D Beyond, 2nd level Conjuration.
I've
Warlock Wizard. You temporarily summon 3 familiar spirits that take animal forms of your choice. Each familiar uses the same rules and options as a familiar conjured by the Find Familiar spell. All the familiars conjured by the spell must be of the same type of creature. Celestial, Fae, Fiend, your choice.
I mean,
you already-
what's the source?
Let me check.
What's the sauce, man?
That's what I'm trying to find out. It doesn't say right away.
See, I don't see it in like the compendium.
Lost Laboratory of Qualish.
The Lost Laboratory. I have no idea.
Well, no, that's the source.
Yeah. Lost Laboratory of Qualish.
That's what it is. I suck at pronouncing things. So.
Okay.
I've never heard of that
Second
book.
level conjuration. Yeah. I don't know. I have a different site I use because.
Wikidot.
I have no idea why I have so many sources in my
That's where I found it. But
D&D
Yeah,
Beyond.
That's where I go for most of my stuff is Wikidot.
let's see.
When you cast a spell using a slot of 3rd level or higher, you conjure an additional familiar for each slot level above 2nd.
Yeah. So.
It's
yeah,
a
you get a bunch.
it's a DM's Guild thing. Promoted content. Kind of like Bloodhunter was, but
Ah,
And that makes no sense.
Yeah, man. Sorry. Unless it's an official book or I approve of it myself, you know. However, I am leaning towards it because the idea for me of playing to himself is actually pretty great.
I thought you might enjoy enjoy
However,
the
I
idea
understand
a
this is a honeypot that you're luring me in with,
little
so I will
He's
look at it with
honeydicking
a
you.
critical eye.
bit.
I will not fall for the honey dick.
Smart. I know any spell or ability that effectively turns one into a mini druid is likely to piss off a DM, so
The
that's
creator.
kind of what I
It's basic
assume.
concentration. All I need to do is slap you around a couple times.
There, I found it. The creator is Chris Perkins.
Oh, Christopher Perkins made this.
Christopher Perkins. Is
Yep.
it is concentration.
He was the lead creative director for D&D 4th edition.
Ah. That's probably
He
why I
was,
got
also, he was
promoted.
also the DM that inspired me to DM.
Oh, hell.
Dude, Chris Perkins is such a Chad.
I feel like I'm-
He's also one of the most famous characters or guest characters in Critical Role.
Spurt.
I feel like I'm honeydicking you further. now.
Spurt the kobold. How long do kobolds live?
Spurt.
11 days. How old are you? 11 days.
11 days!
11 days.
Want to do a kobold campaign?
Dude,
I win!
have you guys ever heard my kobold voice?
Yeah.
No.
We fought an army of them.
The
Well-
laws of the land.
Almost fought an army of them anyway.
Spot on.
Attack! Run away!
Oh well. I had other spells in mind anyway.
It's basically you just create kobold characters, and after every 11 days, it's basically just the next generation.
It's the next generation.
Are those kobolds still preparing for war, by the way?
They are.
Day 852.
Generation.
see my father.
3.
Yeah, so
I
we,
am-
How long this has gone on.
we went into this kobold den, fucking threatened them with, we have an army in our way, pretty much. They immediately attack us, like some of them, but the rest of them go underground and start fortifying and hiding and preparing. We take.
Correction. They all first try to communicate with you. And
Well,
then y'all try to intimidate them.
no, that was Vrangr.
Well, let's get the story
Not you
straight.
all. But anyway.
Y'all started
Find
this.
the
No.
bosses, please?
Vrangr started this.
Vrangr was your friend at the time. By association, you're guilty.
Exactly, but I can't claim responsibility for the threats.
However, it is great that they're still preparing for war.
I told my friend Chris that we were streaming D&D tonight, and he called us mad for streaming against Critical Role.
Ha.
Yeah.
I am a DM that rivals Chris or whatever his name is, Matt Mercer.
Whatever his name is.
Wow.
I played
Fucking
D&D. I played D&D
shade.
before Matt Mercer made it cool.
I do remember you saying that you created the Chroma Conclave long before he did.
Oh, and I am so pissed. I'm still pissed to this day.
Wait, what happened?
So, one of the big stories of this world is the fact that they had a war against dragons, which is why dragons are not.
I
on
can't
the
listen to
mainland
this.
anymore. What?
I can't listen to this. It sounds too related to my character.
Anyways, but yeah, this is why dragons no longer exist on this continent, which is why the.
Oh. JM died. Well, God's out of the building. Let's riot. Riot. Did JM die or did I die? Hello? Sammy?
Can you hear us now?
Oh, yeah. I
That
died.
was
Yeah,
weird.
we could hear you, and we could hear each other, but we couldn't hear you, or you couldn't hear us.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Fucking Discord, man.
Apparently he could hear just me.
Like, it showed my icon
That was weird.
lighting up, so I'm like, I knew my mic was registering, but
But anyways, yeah, Red Dragon awakened from a volcano and was like, "All right, it's time to wage war," and collected adult dragons from different colors, and
Mm.
it wasn't named the Conclave. It was just named the Tyranny.
Yeah, there's a bunch of dragon stuff I still think I need to know.
Oh yeah.
But
There's like general dragon information.
yeah, like I said, but we'll get like every single thing that you would know. Like I would just say you know this because of your background, but
Okay.
but yeah, like I created this, and then eventually the problem was solved by the death of the red dragon in the kingdom, high above the sky, in front of like all the kingdom. But yeah, it then a couple years later, Matt Mercer steals my idea, and I was very angry. Not really. I was like, oh, that's cool. I had the same idea.
Wow, dragons and
second.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Is my mother's name the same as the queen?
No,
Just
her
spelled
name is
different?
Elena.
That's what my mother's name is,
But it is
Spelled different.
Spelled different.
but still.
And you guys are dealing with young queen, or
Yeah,
old queen.
the daughter.
Yep.
I don't know this background.
Yeah, man, young queen's cool. She doesn't trust people at all.
Yeah.
I am excited for tomorrow though.
Yeah, that was
I
a
said
fun. That was
that.
a fun little
Yeah.
thing for you to find out. I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah. Especially since I'm literally the exact same alignment and share the kind of the same ideals.
You were like, oh, I'm like, yep, interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
My whole thing was just
Completely
like,
okay with this.
they're resourceful. Sounds good.
Yeah, right.
One of the few things my character has actually agreed with other people doing.
Right. Oh man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm glad you guys are having fun with this.
Yeah.
I am very much having fun with this storyline. I want to get back to Libra and do personal things because I don't want to die before I get to do those personal things.
Oh, come on, but dying's half the
Mhm.
fun.
My character doesn't have too many needs. He's
I am just
I'm gonna be
waiting.
so devastated in real life if I do not get to play out this character
Oh, come on,
to
man.
completion.
Me
I
too.
like freaking Leroy died, and I was just like, all right, can I roll a new character?
But this is the only character that I really care about like that, though.
Fair enough. Fair enough. No,
I
it
can't
was just
have
really
Ezgill.
funny because I was like, oh man, there goes all that backstory. Hey,
Mhm.
Dungeon Master, can I roll a new character?
No, I refuse.
I can't have Ezgill die. Not at least until we've built that healing wizard character.
Here's the thing, though. What's your favorite iteration of Ezgill?
My favorite iteration?
Yeah. Which of your Ezgills are your favorite Ezgill?
Currently this one. See
Yeah.
how the only one
Suck it,
going
other
on.
Dungeon Masters.
The only other Ezgill that I played was on a campaign with my friend Chris that only lasted 2 sessions.
Suck it, other Dungeon Master.
I have a slight version that's similar to Facturae and my D&D
Actually,
family.
that's a lie. I did play one shot with Ezgill, and he ended up turning into a demigod by picking a card from a modified deck of many things.
Hmm. Nice.
Well, this one's still your favorite, so suck it, other Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
That's right. If only Sammy
This
could
one-
play in the Monday group.
This one's
Yeah.
much more fleshed out.
Man, I am going to emotionally wreck all of you.
That's cool.
I'm already starting. The seeds are being planted.
Try me, bitch.
The seeds are already planted.
Is-
Like I'm like Penny was just a small little.
Is this revenge for the Demon Daddy?
No, not really.
Good.
Man, I don't think about revenge. I just do things.
No, he just likes to be evil for fun.
Exactly. It's like, where's her father? It's like, oh, like he died protecting his daughter.
Oh, I
Oh,
knew it
where
was
is
gonna be
he?
fucked up.
His body was ripped apart and used for parts.
Uh-huh.
Kind of knew it was gonna be fucked up, but
It's the first mention Ezgill has ever made of his lack of knowledge of his parents.
Orphanage.
Yeah.
All he knows is that he was left at the foot of an orphanage with a note with his name on it.
Yeah.
Everyone else tragic backstories. My guy, hey, I'm alright.
Even Issa was like, I never knew my father. And she was about to go into details of what happened to her mother, but then decided to
I
hold
was like-
back.
I was like, hey, same.
Hey, also
Like-
saying
Like,
fuck.
like I said, she was about to say it's like
Parents.
she was about to say what happened to her mother, but then she decided against it when you guys were all like sad, and she's like, I better not add on to this.
That is exactly when you should add on.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted to hear it.
Bro,
She
advantage
was
of not having
close.
parents
Nice
to
stream.
lose.
Bye, stream.
By stream.
Yeah,